Good evening. Wow, I'm already off to a great start. Good evening, everyone. Ashley Daly. I am currently, it's just me, myself, and I. I will have a partner later on, give him a handful of moments here. I've got Jeremy Moore joining me just a little bit, but he got off work about an hour ago and had an hour drive, so he'll be here shortly. And I've got Chris behind the camera once again this afternoon. Thanks for joining us here for day 2 of 2 at the Shelby County Fair in Sidney, Ohio. If I remember correctly, we are the only game in town today. Only Ohio Fair racing in the entire state. That's not something that happens often at all this time of year. So thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. We had 16 fabulous races yesterday, and we're bringing you 16 more today. Yesterday was ladies' night, and today it is all boys. 2- and 3-year-old colts, trotters, and pacers. 16 to bring you. Looks like we already do have a few out. Most of our. We're looking for a field of 6 for race 1 here. If you didn't join us yesterday, we rolled very quickly through the race program yesterday, and we are going to try to do so yet again today. So let's go ahead and roll up to Doug because he's already going to post parade.
$165. Blanket in memory of Dave Ritter. These are the horses. Number 1, Ranger Laniel. The driver, Hank LeVan. Number 2, MJ's Wishing Big. Jason Beatty driving. The 3, Limestone Wish, driven by Charles Bolin.
Thank you.
Number 4, Ready to Live. The driver, Don Feaster. Coming to the track, the 6, Tom's Eclipse with driver David Meyer. And stepping onto the track, here's the 5, Mill Street Money, Jeff Nicesonger in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Win place exacta, trifecta, daily double. They'll be at the gate in about 4 minutes. Don't be shut out.
As you can see, we are moving right along. We've got post parade at 4:55. Hopefully we'll get behind the gate before 5 o'clock. The reasons we do that here, at least the last couple of nights, is because we've got 16 to bring you with no track lights. We stayed with schedule post time roughly around 5 p.m., of course, and so we only have so much daylight to work with. Yesterday, the Horsemen did a great job. Everybody on the grounds did a great job, and we got about 16 done in 3.5 hours. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more wiggle room to work with this evening, but we're going to push right along. We actually do have wagering for the first time in a number of years here at Sidney, so we'll show you the tote board probably after every race, and I'll bring up if we've got some nice prices and things of that nature. A decent crowd, again, it's not too bad at all, considering this is not one of the largest harness racing fairs by any means, but we've got just a ton of horses on the grounds this year. It's a little bit different. Last year in 2025, we only had about 19 races total. This year we've got 32, so we've added quite a few horses. Full fields at that. So let's go ahead and take a look at race 1. First division of 2-year-old colt trotters, purse of $3,765. Hank LeVan trains and drives the 1, Ranger Lonnie L. This is an in-range gelding out of a crazed mare. 6 lifetime starts, still looking to hit the board for the first time, but he's been in the money just about actually he has been out every single time. Last 3 starts in a row, all at fair tracks, have been 4th place finishes. So we're getting up there. We're trying to hit the board. Last go was at Piketon, had a 4th place finish in 2:07 and 2. Final quarter at Piketon, though, was 29 and 3. The 2, Bobby Joe Brewer trains this long tom gelding. MJ's Wishing Big, Jason Beatty with the drive. 2 lifetime starts. First start was a 3rd place finish at Wilmington in 2:10 and 1. Came back at Lebanon, though, the most recent start, and did trot his mile in 2:08 and 2 there to get a check. He's got about $1,000 on his card so far this season. Limestone Wish is leaving from the 3rd post position. Chucky Bolin for Mark Winters. This is a lane of Stone gelding coming off a 3rd place finish from Washington Courthouse. He was 3rd, back by about 6 lengths in 2:13 flat. That's the only time we've hit the board in the 3 lifetime starts with $1,600 on the card. Deb Schwartz owns and trains the Ready for Money gelding, leaving from the 4th post position. Ready to Live. Don Feaster will drive. 1 lifetime start. We secured a 2nd place finish, back by only a length at Lebanon just last week in 2:06.1. Final quarter there, though, was 33-3. Leaving from the 5, we've got Jeff Nysonger now for Kane Kaufman. Mill Street Money, of course, is a Ready for Money gelding. His very first lifetime start was at Wilmington. He was a winner there in 2:08.1. Last go at Lebanon, he did have a 2nd place finish in 2:05 flat. 3,700 on the card. And rounding out the field, we have a long-time gelding trained by Patrick Groves. David Miller in the bike of Tom's Eclipse. 2 back at Wilmington, was a winner in 2:09.4. He's got $4,700 on his card and just 4 lifetime starts. Let's roll on up to Doug Ballinger, the call of the first.
They're off and trotting. Ranger Laniel goes right out to the front. MJ's Wishing Big comes out in 2nd, jumps it off, taking a tuck. Limestone Wish is 3rd. Mill Street Money now moves up to the 3rd position. All stride, Ready to Live off the outside. MJ's Wishing for Pete is all stride. And Tom's Eclipse is the early trader as they race across the backside for the first time. Ranger Laniel, Hank Levan show the way. They show the way by 2.5. Limestone Wish is next. Mill Street Money racing next in 3rd. 4th is Tom's Eclipse. 5th to the outside is Ready for Money. And MJ's Wishing Big trails the field by the quarter in 33 4/5 seconds. Around the turn, it's Ranger Laniel, the 2-year-old brown gilded son of In Range, looking for his first of the season. Leads the way by 2. Racing 2nd, Limestone Wish. Racing 3rd, Mill Street Money. They pass the stand for the first time. Ready to Live moves to the outside 5th. Racing 6th, Tom's Eclipse. And way back, MJ's Wishing Big trails the field. They're halfway home. Ranger Laniel, the leader. On the outside, Ready to Live. On the outside 3rd, that's Mill Street Money. All stride is Limestone Wish. Tom's Eclipse is 2nd to last. And 6th and last is MJ's Wishing Big at the half in 1:05 4/5. They head up the backside. Ranger Laniel, the leader, on the outside. Ready to Live. Mill Street Money getting the trip. He's right there 3rd and ready to move to the outside. He'll have to come 3 wide as they move into the turn. Tom's Eclipse is 4th. Limestone Wish is 5th. MJ's Wishing Big trails the field around the final turn at the 3/4 in 1:38.4. Still there. Ranger Laniel by a length, needing some room. Mill Street Money's going to shake loose for Nysonger as they come to the top of the stretch. Here comes Mill Street Money on the outside, coming after that leader with every stride. Ranger Laniel, Mill Street Money just keeps on coming after that leader. Ranger Laniel needs the line. Mill Street Money jumps it off. Ranger Laniel, the winner. Mill Street Money home 2nd. Ready to Live will finish 3rd. 2:08 4/5.
2:08 4/5 for our winner, Ranger Laniel, the only horse in the 6-horse field to stay flat. So Hank Levan adds his first of the day, of course, but he had 1 winner yesterday as well. Across the wire, they did come 1-5-4-6. If I have that written down correctly. So we'll see what our judges do. I mean, there was quite a lot of space between there. I think Jeff Nysonger maybe just, yeah, there we go. It's a general inquiry. But undisputed, though, Ranger Laniel will get that first lifetime victory in 7 starts.
Bridge, Cabana, Uncle Charlie D, Dark Gable, and Zuma World. 5 of you for the 2nd. Bring them on.
And here comes Hank back into the winner's circle.
Here's your winner of the first race, 2-year-old Colt Trot. First division. The Dave Ritter Memorial for $3,765. Number 1, Ranger Laniel. 2-year-old Brown Gully by In Range out of the Craze Mare. Culinary Delight. Levan Stable, Woodstock. E. Perry, Megan Levan, and R. Freeze. Hank Levan trains and drives the winner. 208 4/5 Ranger Laniel. Hank Levan take the Dave Ritter Memorial First Division 2-year-old colt and gelding trot for $3,765.
We're going to hang out for just a moment before we get that final rundown. We do have a general inquiry across, towards our second place finisher. Mill Street Money was on a break across the wire. Opening quarter, though, I have 33-4 to the half, 105-4, 3/4, 138-4, and final mile time, 208-4. 30-second flat. Final quarter for Ranger Lonnie L. First lifetime win. First time even hitting the board at that. If you're just joining us, we are close to wrapping up with race 1. 16 total races, all boys. We are bringing you this evening 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, colts and pacers, all colts. Oh, colts and pacers and trotters all evening long. We will roll pretty quickly here. Only have so much daylight left with 16 races to get through. And no track lights. This is the first year in a number of years. I think it was pre-COVID. I think Scott told us yesterday it was the last time that Sidney did have wagering trackside. We had a couple nice payouts yesterday.
Results are official. Number 1, Ranger Laniel, the winner. Number 2, MJ's Wishing Big 6. The 3, Limestone Wish 5. Number 4, Ready to Live finished 3rd, placed 4th. For violation of the braking rule, 5, Mill Street Money 2. Number 6, Tom's Eclipse finished 4th, placed 3rd. 208 4/5. The quarter was trotted in 34. The half 105-4. 3/4 138-4. 165, placed 4-2, placed 3 on the bottom. 208 4/5. Second race up next. Field of 5, no changes. Win place exacta. Trifecta on the second. Occupational Hazard, Stonebridge Cabana. Uncle Charlie D, Dark Gable, and Zuma World, 5 of you. Bring them to the track for the second, please.
Well, there's your official placings. We had some movement there. Maybe my eyes were deceiving me. Well, so there was quite a bit of a gap between our second and third place horses. Jeremy, I'm going to give you just a second. Say I do have a partner coming straight off of work. We appreciate you being here, but your winner was undisputed there. Ranger Lonnie L in 208-4. First lifetime win. Hank Levan, trainer and driver. Turning the page, race 2 coming up. First division of 3-year-old colt pacers, a field of 5. I have no changes as of right now, so give us just a moment to thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661. For 100 years, the values of BNSF Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. But as the world changes, so must our business. That's why the time is right to change our name to CoverLink. When tragedy strikes, we protect our clients, we cover. And the connection of our values of doing what is right is the link. Combine the two and you get CoverLink. While our name has changed, nothing else has changed. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance.
All right, back here at the Shelby County Fair in Sidney. Second day. Ashley, thank you for allowing me to be a little late.
No problem.
Yeah. Working for 4, and I said, Wazzy said be here at 4:58, and it was about right.
Well, we had the post parade at 4:55. I don't even know what time we actually went behind the gate. But Doug is not playing around the last couple days. Even Marysville, I don't know if you tuned into that at all. We were moving through the Marysville car, but there were only 9 there on both days, and we've just got a lot more to get through this evening. Honestly, I don't think anybody minds it, though.
No.
People are still playing. Like, given I didn't see what was placed in the win pool, our winner last race was a Hank LeVan horse, and I just got a text from Louie. It's an awful nice way to get the day started off. This is Herbie's birthday.
Oh,
so,
is it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Herb's birthday. So if anybody is listening, maybe not too familiar with the LeVan family, I don't even know how you describe Herb. Everybody around here, I mean, respected him, loved him. He unfortunately passed just a handful of years ago, but he was the foundation, I guess.
Yep.
Of this generation of the LeVan family that we do see out here today. He was the fair guy, right?
Yes, he was. Yep.
But he just returned, Hank's horse just returned like 26 something, and I think the try actually paid like 15. So this is the first year you're just joining us. I don't think you heard my spiel just a second ago. This is the first year we've had wagering back in a handful.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think we had this conversation yesterday. I think Chris and I have been here for a number of years as well at this fair, working it every year, and neither of us could remember exactly. But I didn't think they'd had wagering recently. So happy to see it back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keeps the crowd. The crowd's much different than it has been in previous years.
Okay. I was here last year, but they all
it's-
kind of ran together. And I didn't know Doug had me call a couple races last year, and I struggled here for some reason.
Well, I heard you're going to call a couple more. You're going to redeem yourself? Do you know this?
No, I do not know this.
Okay, okay. Because I got the changes from Doug earlier, and he said I might come down and do a couple. I said, oh, is Jeremy coming up? He said, yeah. So,
Oh, well, okay then.
so you can redeem yourself. It's all right.
Yeah, we'll see.
We've already got quite a few on the track, so I'm probably going to get cut off here. But this track, it's a nice wide turn type track. But the straights are very long, because I'm sure you guys have been able to pick it up on camera. Where our finish line is, where we start, is immediately into the first turn.
It is, yes.
So, it can definitely change the way that a race plays out, because you've got quite a lot more stretch to play with.
$3,654. Greg Peck sound blanket. View to 5. Number 1, Occupational Hazard. The driver, Alex Hawk. Not on the track yet, the 2, Stonebridge Cabana.
Yeah, we just roll.
Here's the 4, Dark Gable with Jason Beatty. 3 was Uncle Charlie D. Guaviana Carter. Number 5, Zuma World, Jeff Nysonger in the sulky. Here's the 2, Stonebridge Cabana and Justin Hall. Win place exact, a trifecta, 4 minutes to post, just 4 minutes.
All right, we'll keep on rolling and take a look at this field of 5. First Division, sophomore Cole Pacers, $3,654. Occupational Hazard, leaving from the rail. Mike Paul Hamus trains. Alex Hawk gets the drive. This is a bit of a legend in gelding out of a Rockin' Amadeus mare, owned out of Springfield, Ohio by the Lucky 58 stable. 9 seasonal starts with 1 win, and that was last time out at Lebanon. Went wire to wire there in 2:01.2. Looking further back, though, we have spent quite a lot of time at Scioto Downs. The fastest mile that I have in lines to share with you came back, late June, in 1:55.4. Did get in the money, had a 4th place finish there. Final quarter of that mile was 29 flat for Occupational Hazard.
The 2, Stonebridge Cabana. Justin Hall trains and drives for Golden Gates USO. 3-year-old gelding down by the seaside out of the Rock and Roll Hanover mare, Rock and Soul. 8 starts on the year, has a 3rd place finish. Did not start as a 2-year-old last year. Looks like up at Scioto, been pacing 53, 54, somewhere right around there. Condition claimers did try the Buckeye Stallion Series last start out up at Northfield, but did not do any good.
The 3 driven by J.J. Carter, Uncle Charlie D. Fletcher Davis trains, co-owns as well as co-bred alongside Jennifer Davis of Greenville, Ohio. This is a Fear the Dragon gelding of a Rock and Roll Heaven mare. 5 seasonal starts, still looking to hit the board, but has $1,400 on the card. Last couple starts have been at fairs, both at Wilmington and Washington Courthouse. Have 2 4th-place finishes in a row. At Scioto Downs, though, looks like this guy can consistently go 56. We do have a time as fast as 55 flat. 3 back in the Buckeye Claiming Series.
The 4 Jason Beatty aboard, Dark Gable for Scott Ferguson. Daniel and Landon Coate of Covington, Ohio in the Lost in Time gelding. 4 starts on the year, still has not hit the board yet. Has been racing along the fair circuits here, picking up checks here and there. Looking back, did have, last year had 9 starts and raced at the fairs also. So needs some improvement from Dark Gable here.
And the 5 starting from the far outside of the gate, Jeff Neisonger trains and drives Zuma World. This is Summa Cum Laude, gelding of a Western Ideal mare. Coming off a 2nd place finish at Lebanon, just got nipped. But before that was on a 4-win streak. Looks like our lifetime mark was set at Wilmington at 155 and 4. 11 seasonal starts with 4 wins and a single 2nd place finish. $78,000 lifetime for Zuma World.
They were off and pacing for the lead. Stonebridge Cabana. Uncle Charlie D comes out in 2nd. Zuma World caught wide as they move into the turn, and Neisunger's headed to the front end. Dark Gable comes out in 4th, and Occupational Hazard trails the field. Down the backside they go. Jeff Neisunger's going to put Zuma World on the front end. Stonebridge Cabana and gives way 2nd. 3rd, Uncle Charlie D. 4th is Dark Gable, and trailing the field, Occupational Hazard by the opening quarter. 3-year-old Bago to Sana. Zuma Kalade. Zuma World looking for his 5th of the season, his 17th career. Shows the way. Stonebridge Cabana will take that 2-hole trip. Racing 3rd, Uncle Charlie D. Dark Gable and Occupational Hazard can see them all. Into the lane first time. No movement as yet to go out the leader. Zuma World right there 2nd. Stonebridge Cabana nose to helmet. Uncle Charlie D next in 3rd. Then it's 2 back to Dark Gable, and Occupational Hazard trails the field. They're halfway home. It's Neisonger and Zuma World in command at the half in 59. The quarter was on the board, and in even 30 seconds into the turn they go. Uncle Charlie D 3rd. Dark Gable is 4th. Occupational Hazard way back trails the field. They're 3/8 out, and Zuma World's a target. He opens up by 2. Stonebridge Cabana 2nd. Uncle Charlie D 3rd. Dark Gable is 4th. They near 3/4. Occupational Hazard on the outside trails the field as they move into the far turn with the lead. Zuma World opens up by 5, make it 6. Uncle Charlie D 3rd. Dark Gable 3/4, 129 and 2. They come to the top of the stretch, and it's all Zuma World off the turn on their way home. Uncle Charlie D 2nd. Stonebridge Cabana 3rd. Dark Gable is 4th, and Occupational Hazard can see them all coming to the line. No doubt about this. And Zuma World, Jeff Neisonger take the first division. 3-year-old colt and gelding pace. 158 3/5.
158 3/5 for our winner, Zuma World. Gets back to his winning ways.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Yep.
Nice fractions though. Final mile time, as I said, 158 and 3. I mean, he stayed pretty consistent. That was kind of a training mile though at the end there.
Yeah.
For Jeff Neisonger.
Yep. Just got the front, and of course you got Jeff get the front.
And he's going to set the pace that he needs. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Say our final horse is trying to make his way down the stretch. That's a little uncharacteristic. I mean, we'll say he ran for almost the entire half mile, that first lap around the track. Our 1-horse Occupational Hazard doesn't really show braking, not often at least, and to be on such a hard run. Little uncharacteristic, but it took him the mile, but he got back on the pay. It took
Yeah,
him
had to finish. You got to get that check.
money, yeah, to say it's still money is money, right?
Uh-huh.
Jeff Neisunger had 4 winners yesterday. First winner, of course, of today. As a driver and then as a trainer, that's going to make 4 on the meet so far, first of the afternoon.
Okay.
Back in front of the stands. Your winner the second. First Division 3-year-old colt in gelding pace. Blanket by Gregory Peck Sound. $3,654. Number 5, Zuma World. The 3-year-old bay gelded son of Zuma Kalade out of the Western Ideal mare. Show the World. 17th career win. Kathy G. Myron Kester. B. Roth. Neisunger stable owned. Jeff Neisunger trains and drives the winner. Jeff had 4 winners last night. Winner tonight. 5 in the 2-day meet here at the Shelby County Fair for driver Jeff Neisunger. The mile, 1:58 3/5. Results are official. Second race, number 1, Occupational Hazard 5. 2, Stonebridge Cabana 3, the 3, Uncle Charlie 2. 4, Dark Gable 4, the 5, Zuma World the winner, 1:58 3. 30 seconds, 59, 1:29 2. 5, 3, 2, 4, 1 on the bottom. Third race coming up in about 10 minutes.
Turning the page, race 3 coming up. First division of freshman colt pacers, $3,894. If you're following along with the program, we have just a couple of changes to share. The one actually is a gelding. It is a bay gelding by Catch the Fire. The 1, Fire Thumps, is a gelding, and the 4-horse Love a Game Changer, now driven by Hank Levan. Hank Levan to drive the 4, Love a Game Changer, coming up in the 3rd. Give us a moment to thank our sponsors for letting us be here, and we'll be right back.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
We are back, and already, what time is it? Actually, and already headed into race 3, but Doug hasn't called any out. We might be giving people, I guess, just a second to do some warm-ups here.
He said 10 minutes, so.
A beautiful afternoon once again. Every time I'm at Sidney, we have wonderful weather, so I have no complaints. It's yesterday when I looked at my phone, it was like 82 degrees, and it did not feel like 82 at all yesterday. We have quite a nice breeze and some nice cover here.
Better than Wilmington.
Yep, we actually talked about Wilmington yesterday.
Did you?
We did, because that one was Whew.
That was
that
hot.
one. That one was the toughest of the year so far, and we even did 24 races in the dark in Lebanon.
Yeah.
But Wilmington, that was a tough card to get through, especially when the equipment started overheating. People probably thought we were complaining, but when the equipment went out, at least there's proof, right? We had
Yes.
something else to back us up.
Yep.
It was misery.
But life rolls on. I think today I mentioned we're the only game in town, so thanks for joining us here at Shelby County. Tomorrow, I think, next
Nobody.
2 days, we might have some time off.
I think so.
Because Saturday, well, technically from the county fairs, we have some time off. Of course, our parimutuels are going Thursday. So tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we do have the Ohio State Fair Stakes for 2- and 3-year-olds. And for the first time, we have Age State Fair.
Oh, do you?
That's pretty
I
cool,
missed
isn't
that.
it?
Yes.
So, I mean, we've talked about it. Actually, I talked about it yesterday. The State Fair is the first leg of the Ohio Triple Crown. The Ohio Triple Crown is composed of OSF, State Fair at Scioto Downs. And then the second and third leg kind of swap depending on who's hosting. But this year, the second leg will be Ohio Super Night, so the OSS final. And then we will round out with the Ohio Breeders' Championship at Delaware.
Okay.
So those are the three. And I was going somewhere with this. Oh, now that we have an aged state fair, we can technically have an aged Ohio Triple Crown, which is cool.
That is cool.
We've never, thanks to Jason Roth for figuring that out. And, I think he was pretty excited to introduce that, and I hope it goes well. I do think there's been, I know of at least one supplemental for the aged Philly Pacers. So I'm glad people are taking advantage of that as well.
Good. See, I missed a few days, and that's what happens. I learned some new stuff.
Yep. And my mom's horses drew pretty well, so fingers crossed on that. And then we also have the Summit County Fair at Northfield on Saturday evening as well.
$3,894. Hank Levan to drive the 4. Love, a game changer. And these are the horses. Number 1 is Fire Thumps, the driver Doc Holliday. Number 2, Go Mickey Go, driven by Jason Beatty. Jeff Nysonger driving number 3, Bona Fortuna. The 4, Love a Game Changer, driven by Hank Levan. And number 5, Mishak. Alex Hawk in the sulky. Horse will take one score and go to the gate. Win place exacta trifecta wagering on the 3rd.
All right, looking at the 1 here, Fire Thumps for Kenny Holliday. Todd Luther trains for Greg Luther Racing. Catch the Fire gelding. Out of the Courage Under Fire mare, Santa Sana. 3 starts on the year. Has a couple third-place finishes back at Wilmington and Circleville. Did qualify down at Lexington 2-1 and 3. The final quarter 28-3. The 2.
Sorry, I
No,
was
you're right,
reading
go ahead.
messages.
You're fine. You're important. I'm not. The 2, Go Mickey Go. Jason Beatty aboard for trainer Robert Warner. Steve Ames Paul out of Union City owns the Monty Mickey gelding. Also bred. The Art Major mare No Chaser. 2 starts on the year. Second at Washington Courthouse. Third at Wilmington. 59 and 4 mile there at Wilmington.
Jeff, you want me to go ahead? I
Yep.
guess I can jump back in here.
Go for it.
Jeff Nysonger trains and drives a 3. He's going to try to go back-to-back with Bona Fortuna. This is summa cum laude, gelding of a Real Desire mare. Coming off a 3rd-place finish at Washington Courthouse, but should mention a couple before that at Northfield back on July 15th. Did try to step it up into the Buckeye Stallion Series. Unfortunately, made a break out of the gate, so was out of the money. But we do have a mile timed at Scioto Downs in a qualifier as fast as 1:58 and 4. 5 lifetime starts, still looking to break the maiden.
4, Love a Game Changer, now driven by Hank Levan. 4, Scott Ferguson. Toop Stable out of New Carlisle owns the Western Vintage Gelding. 4 starts on the year. Had a 4th-place finish at Washington Courthouse, Lebanon, Wilmington. So we're looking to hit the board for the first time here for the Toop Stable. First time for Hank Levan driving. Buckeye Classic purchase for $5,000.
And I was reading messages, and I did not hear the correct pronunciation of our 5-horse Meshach. Meshach.
Yep, I asked Travis.
All right, there we go. Meshach. Travis Redden trains, owned by Reagan Redden. This is a Western fame colt. Alex Hawk will get the drive. 2 lifetime starts. Last go, unfortunately, we did have a break at Piketon and finished at distance. But the first lifetime start was at Wellston. Had a 4th place finish in 2:07 and 1. Originally a $3,500 purchase from the Blooded Horse Sale. I did see some comments about we do have a new website that went live today.
Oh, okay.
So we can talk about that in just a moment. I'm not going to pretend like I'm the website guru because I was actually looking for standings for my mom today and I couldn't find them.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit of a growing pain. I know that it looks different, but I promise this website will be 100 times easier than the previous. If you guys took a look at the OHHA website, it's been a mess for many years. It's been bad. So it's going to be a learning curve, but we can talk about it here in a moment. But we're going to go up to Doug Ballinger for the call of the third.
Here they come. They were off and pacing. Go, Mickey, go. Goes right out to the front. Bona Fortuna, the outside. Fire Thumps comes out in third. Love a Game Changer fourth. And Meat Shock trails the field at the opening eighth. Down the backside they go. Go, Mickey, go. 2-year-old bay-gutted son of a Monte Mickey shows the way. Bona Fortuna pockets up. Who'll get the 2-hole trip. Fire Thumps is third. On the outside, Meat Shock is fourth. Love a Game Changer trails the field fifth. And off stride goes Bona Fortuna. Bona Fortuna's off stride as they move around the turn. Go, Mickey, go. Takes the field of Pacers by the quarter and 32 2/5. Fire Thumps racing second. Miss Shock is third as they race around the turn. Bona Fortuna into the lane first time, coming on over to the half, and Miss Shock is off stride. Passing the stand first time. Love a Game Changer to the inside. No movement to go after. Go, Mickey, go. They're in straight alignment, and Fire Thumps gets the pocket trip. Racing third, Bona Fortuna. Racing fourth is Love a Game Changer, and Me Shock trails the field. Straight alignment at the half. Go, Mickey, go. The half in 103 2/5 to the 5/8 they head. Fire Thumps is second. Bona Fortuna third. Love a Game Changer fourth. Me Shock trails the field. They're 3/8 out, and they're all chasing. Go, Mickey, go. Fire Thumps ready to come to the outside, and Bona Fortuna comes to the outside for Jeff Nysaunger, now third and striding forward. Love a Game Changer fourth. Me Shock is fifth. They're into the far turn. Go, Mickey, go. Bona Fortuna's coming after that later. The inside, Fire Thumps is third. 3/4, 135 around the turn. Go, Mickey, go at the top of the stretch. Leads them by 2. Bona Fortuna next. Fire Thumps in the outside third. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Go, Mickey, go. Jason Biddy's almost there. Bona Fortuna is second, coming to the line. Go, Mickey, go. Jason Beatty take the first division of the 2-year-old colt and gelding pace. 2:04 1/5.
All right, Go, Mickey, go. The even money favorite goes gate to wire for Jason Beatty. Was Jason here last night?
He was.
Was
Let
he?
me get my stats back out. Jason, I think, had a good night last night. Hello. No, I'm wrong. I totally lied to you. Maybe it was. I don't think he had any winners here yesterday, but I almost think that he had quite a few at Marysville. That's where I'm mixing up. I am trying to figure out. Looks like you guys aren't able to access a program. Going to be honest, I'm not able to access one either online, so I'm going to send some messages. Apologies for that. I am not the website guru. I wish I had more answers for you. I'll try my best to work on that. But that's what we're here for.
That's
we're going
right.
to tell you all about the races and all about the horses all evening long.
As much as we can here. Doug keeps running them through, though.
We're not going to have much time to talk in
No,
between.
we're not. Good. I'm glad they're short fields.
So tell me, are you going to run them just as quick when you've got to do one or two races?
I hope so. I got to go to work in the morning.
Oh. Looks like Jason Beatty is making his way back with Go, Mickey, go. First lifetime win in 3 tries for this Monty Mickey Gelding. 2-3-1-4 as I had them across the wire.
The third 2-year-old colt and gelding pace, first division. Like by Smokin' Joe's. Number 2, Go, Mickey, go. 2-year-old bay go to the son of Monty Mickey out of the Art Major mare. No chaser. Steve Anspaugh, Union City, Ohio owns. Robert Werner trains. Jason Beatty in the sulky. The mile 2:04 1/5. Results are official. Number 1, Fire Thumps, 3. Number 2, Go Mickey Go, the winner. 3, Bona Fortuna 2, the 4, Love a Game Changer 4. 5, Me Shock 5. 204 and a fifth. 32, 103 and 2. 135, 312, 4, 5 on the bottom. Fourth race coming up in about 10 minutes. Alex Hawk to drive the 1, Leave No Trace. Alex Hawk will drive number 1, Leave No Trace.
There's Jason Beatty for Robert Warner. Go, Mickey, go into our makeshift winter circle there.
Yeah.
It's kind of, Chris and I were talking, because we've been here for a number of years now working this fair, and it does migrate. Every year it migrates a little further and further. Oh, he's ready to keep going, though. Let's go another mile.
Yeah, get everybody in that wind picture.
And I will say, I mean, it is still pretty windy. I don't know if it doesn't look too bad, but we've got 2 guys holding our winning blanket there, a trophy blanket. I saw no horses shy. Even 2-year-olds didn't shy at a windy blanket yesterday, and I was surprised.
They're used to it by now.
I know. It's like they're all war horses. It's so crazy the difference between growing up with both horses, standardbreds and riding horses, quarter horses and such. But we treat them so drastically different. Like we considered a 4-year-old an aged horse.
Yeah.
That is a baby to everybody else in the horse world. It's crazy.
True. Yes.
It's crazy. And they act like our horses act like old horses by all means at that age.
Cool.
Official for race 3.
Fourth race coming up. First division of the 3-year-old colt and gelding trot. 6 of them going forward, and we will take a look at them after we hear a few words from our sponsors.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 Jug Sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm consignment.
It all begins with a dream. In Ohio's lush pastures, a foal is born with the heart of a champion. Through dedication, care, and generations of world-class breeding, that spark grows into raw power. Today, Ohio's standardbred industry offers nearly $24 million in purses for Ohio breds, drawing the best and rewarding the brightest. Breed, buy, race, and win in Ohio.
Race 4 of 16 coming up next. 3-year-old colt trotters. First division, $4,590. Looks like we have, at least one out. Might have 1 or 2 out. There's Doug just corrected me. There's 3 out. We need 3 more. This is a field of 6. Do have a couple changes. I know the program is not available. Apologies for that. It looks like only Tuesdays is up. Again, apologies for that. I did send a message to the team. They are going to take a look. Unfortunately, not everybody works evenings, so Kim is going to be home in about 25 minutes. We're going to take a look for you, so apologies. I know we're going to be through a couple more races by then, but Jeremy and I will try to give you as much information, maybe go a little bit deeper, because you're not able to see some of these programs at least for now. Do have quite a bit of obstruction in the infield here for a couple of reasons. One, we only have 1 barn that I realized we do have year-round trainers here. It's not too many, but I think we said Dave Meyer trains a few head out of here, maybe 5 or 6 head, and I think Phil Groves trains out here. Anybody else, Jeremy, do you know? So there's a few horses that do go around this track year-round, but there's only 1 barn, as you see, coming out of the first turn, that kind of yellowish shade. Usually there's a tent, and that's not there this year. Notice that. So we've got a lot of people racing out of trailers, and realistically, we just have so many races, so many horses. we got to put them somewhere. So the infield, it is. So I know your view actually might even be better because Chris is good with the camera than our view half the time. There is a lot of obstruction on the backside there, especially going into the final turn. It's tough to see. I don't even know where the quarter pole, like even where to look for the quarter pole. Somewhere over there. Right, they're a little bit higher up than us. I did, yeah. And I almost parked there by accident. I did come in that way today.
I'm used to coming in the Horsemen's
That's
gate.
what I did yesterday, yeah.
And I knew, I'm like, if I get there at this time, I'm going to be
be
coming through the barn
full,
area.
yeah.
And that's not, so I did find, and I parked beside some vehicle with the license plate Thundercats. Wouldn't know whose that would be.
Thank you for putting that on air.
I didn't say whose it was.
You just outed yourself.
Yeah. But hey, huge fan here too.
Okay.
I just didn't think.
What's your
of
favorite
it.
episode?
Oh, you're asking way too much now.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh, Panthero.
Okay, well, I'll give it to you, but it's Panthro.
Panthero, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry,
correct.
it's been years since I've watched
It's only
it.
been 35 years since
Right.
it was on.
Yeah. Hopefully they do make the movie. Doug is
I
messing
know.
around.
And it means you can't mess around either. You gotta.
I will try.
There is a pace to upkeep tonight. Actually, it's not really. I didn't look at the forecast. I think we just have a dark cloud. I don't think that's a
No.
scary cloud. I just think it's a little bit darker above us.
3-year-old colt and gelding trot, $4,590. Sponsored by Nylon Harness Shop. Alex Hawk to drive the one. Leave no trace. Randy Smith will drive number 6, Oh Money. You'll have Win, Exacta Trifecta, and Exacta Wagering on the 4th race. These are the horses. Number 2 is Bunsen. The driver, David Meyer. Number 1, Leave No Trace, Alex Hawk drives. Here's the 5, Tony Paco, driven by Jeff Nicesonger. Number 4, Mo, Jason Beatty driving. And rounding out the field, the 6, Oh Money, Randy Smith in the sulky. Alex Hawk drives the 1, Randy Smith the 6. Win place Exacta Trifecta. They'll go to the gate in about 4 minutes, 4 short minutes.
First division of sophomore colt trotters, $4,590. Alex Hawk now to drive the 1, Leave No Trace. This is a Virgil Morgan Jr. trainee of Volstead gelding owned out of Northfield by Richard Fries. 2 back at Wilmington. Did have a second place finish, back by just over a length, and 1:59-1 final quarter at Wilmington, 30-3. 9 lifetime starts, all coming from this year as a 3-year-old. 2 wins and 1 second place finish, almost $11,000 on the card.
2 is Bunsen, David Meyer, trains and drives for Julie Meyer and Kelly Meyer. The Team 6 colt out of the Tom Ridge Mare Desired Outcome. 4 starts on the year, still has not hit the board yet. Did have 3 wins out of 10 starts as a 2-year-old last year, banking over $16,000.
Don Feaster again for Deb Schwartz on the 3, Ready for Sunshine. This is a Ready for Money gelding out of a Cantab Hall mare, a ray of sunshine. Last start out was at Scioto Downs in the Buckeye Stallion Series, the Straights, and was a 3rd place finish there, back by quite a bit, but back behind Big Ranger.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Did have a 3rd place finish, 155 flat. Final quarter, 28-3. 9 seasonal starts for Ready for Sunshine with a single win and additional 4 board hits.
Should be close to being top of the leaderboard of the Buckeye Stallion. Has a win and a couple thirds. So the 4 is Mo, Jason Beatty drives for trainer Ryan Miller. Miller Racing, Hirschberger, English, and Crawford all own the in-range gelding. 12 starts on the year, 3 place finishes, 3 show finishes. Just shy of 12,000, coming off a 3rd place finish at Courthouse, getting beaten 2-4-1.
The 5 horse, Jeff Nicesonger for Robert Warner. This is a Marseille gelding, Tony Paco out of a My MVP mare. Coming off a 4th place finish at Washington Courthouse, but if we look back, was a winner at Scioto Downs, and non-winners are one with a claiming tag, won by a nose in 158-4. That is the only seasonal win we have in 9 starts.
And O Money rounds out the field. Randy Smith drives for trainer-owner Jessica Smith. 1 start on the year back at Lebanon. Did make a break midway through the mile, finished 4th, trotted in 2.5 and 3. Let's send it up to Doug.
They were off and trotting. Tony Paco charges the gate and pushes it away. On the inside, Leave No Trace comes out in 2nd. Mo on the outside, 3rd. On the inside as they race around the turn. Racing to the opening 8th is Bunsen up the inside. Ready for pleasure and off stride. The early traders, O Money. Across the backside for the first time. Tony Paco, Jeff Nysunger leading by a length. Leave No Trace will take that 2-hole trip. Racing next is Bunsen in 3rd. Racing 4th is Mo, and racing 5th as they race around the turn. Going over to the 3/8 mark. O Money trails the field. Opening quarter in at 33 2/5. Into the lane first time. Tony Paco's the leader. Leave No Trace, nose to helmet. Racing 3rd, Bunsen. Passing the stands first time. Mo races 4th. Racing 5th is Ready for Sunshine. And No Money trails the field. Straight alignment, no movement to go after Tony Paco and Nysunger. 2-hole trip to Leave No Trace. Mo, the first to move. He's out and on the move to the outside 4th. Off a half in a minute and a 5th. Bunsen shuffled now to 4th. And off stride is Mo. Moving to the outside is Ready for Sunshine, and treading the field is O Money. Across the backside for the final time. Tony Paco will guide him on over to the 3/4, leading Leave No Trace by a length. We got a break of 4 to Bunsen on the outside. Ready for Sunshine. Mo to the inside, and O Money can see them all. They're into the far turn, and Tony Paco has them at the 3/4 mark in 1:31 3. Around the far turn, Tony Paco, the leader. They come to the top of the stretch. He's going to brace for the challenge of Leave No Trace. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Tony Paco the inside. On the outside, here comes Leave No Trace coming after that leader. Leave No Trace striding forward on the outside. Battling back. Tony Paco battling back, but on the line. Leave No Trace may have got there. Over Tony Paco will be a photo for win. The mile 2:03.
2:03 flat for, I'm going to say, our winner. I'm on the finish line. Everybody else agree?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Leave No Trace. Virgil Morgan Jr., the winning trainer, and Alex Hawk gets it done. Say, coming around the grandstand for the first time, and Alex was in the pocket. He had a ton of horse.
He did.
You knew he had a ton of horse. And the one good thing I do like about this track is the stretch, because it completely changes the game when you get a little bit more lane to work with.
Because Nysunger almost came back on him.
He did.
Yeah.
The horse dug in hard.
It did.
Final mile time, 2:03 across the wire. I'm going 1:5.34.
Third win of the year for Leave No Trace. So chipping away at the $70,000 purchase as a yearling a couple years ago.
He has tried to step it up into the Buckeye Claiming Series this year. It looks like he had some luck.
Yeah.
He was actually claimed out of, there it is, now I see it.
Twice.
Yeah, he was claimed out of Virgil's barn. Originally went to Heather France because he was a winner in the, would that be the first leg? I'm trying to think timeline. That was probably the first leg of the Buckeye Stallion Series back very beginning of May. Was a winner there at Scioto. Was claimed again by Heather France, and then next BSS, Virgil claimed him right back. Unfortunately, in that race, he was third placed 9th, so there was some kind of something going on.
And then a winner right back next start for Virgil. I think he likes this horse.
Here's Alex Hawk back into our winner's circle.
Here's your winner, the 4th race. High Colt Racing Association 3-year-old colt and Gooding Trot, first division for $4,590. Blanket by Nylon Harness Shop. Number 1, Leap No Trace. Richard Fries, Northfield, Ohio owns. 3-year-old Bagel, son of Olstead, out of the Uncle Peter mare. Image Hooray. Third career win. Virgil Morgan Jr. trains. Alex Hawk drives the winner of the mile, 2:03.
Waiting for our official rundown here, but I do have 1, 5, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. We got
The place, 1384. The try, 1 all in all. Exacta 1 and all, 9:20. All in 5, exacta 280. Number 1, Leap No Trace, finished first. The 2, Bunsen 5-3, ready for Sunshine 3. 4, Mo was 4th. 5, Tony Paco 2, 6, Oh Man 6. 2:03, 32 a minute and a fifth, 1:31 and 3, 1:53, 4:2, 6 on the bottom. Fifth race up next. Second division 2-year-old colt and Gilling Trot for $3,765. Mark Winters drives the 1, Daring Denny. Mark Winters the 1. Hank Levan drives the 5, After Darkness. Hank Levan the 5, After Darkness. Win place, exact to try on the 5th. Daring Denny, Applejack, Devlin's Elliott. Let's go, right. Hector, After Darkness, and I told you, bring him to the track.
Mark Winters to drive the 1. When's the last time that we've seen Mark in the bike?
I think Mark, this colt is he's got some. I talked to Donnie after the courthouse mile. This colt's got a ton of speed, a ton of talent. I think it's in between his ears. So, yep, Mark's going to give it a shot here, figure out, see what he can see sitting behind him behind the mile. But 5th race coming up, 6 of them. Let's hear a few words from our sponsors. We'll come back, give you the rundown.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
All right, back here for the 5th race, 2-year-old colt and Gelding Trot, 2nd division. We've had, about 5 fairs last few days?
I don't know.
And the number of horses this year that's made it.
I'm telling you, I keep saying this, and I probably sound like a broken record. I mean, we know that every beginning of the fair season is very busy just because there's nothing competing. But this is insane.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I really, truly don't know where these horses are coming from. We have limits. It's a pretty high limit of how many mares a stallion can cover every single year, but there are limits. It's just they're coming from all over the place, and it is, and I don't know. You always want to say a handful, and every single barn won't make it as 2-year-olds because they just need time to grow, whatnot.
Yeah. But more and more are making it now. Yeah,
absolutely.
Red Mile had to start their qualifiers like 4 weeks early because they had so many 2-year-olds.
Really?
Yes.
Did you see that, was it, I can't remember what it was now. Blue Ranger, Big Ranger's sister, qualified in, I think full sister, qualified in 58 and a piece with like 8 lengths to spare or something. It was pretty open, I think. Okay. Red Mile maybe last week. She's an Ohio bred. She's an in range. I'm surprised we haven't seen her on the sire stake circuit, but let's be honest, they're probably pointing. It's a Marcus Melander train, so they're probably pointing to bigger things than just the Ohio Sire Stakes circuit. But
Well,
looks like we were kind of
waiting for Mark Winters.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
and he's driving this one, so
I
he's
know.
to blame all the way around.
Yes. There he goes.
So what? So you said you did talk about this colt, or who were you?
I was talking to the owner.
Okay.
Donnie Bean.
So what? What made Mark drive this
I
one?
probably just wants to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Every now and then you need to.
Sponsored by Tactical Solutions, $3,765. Mark Winters will drive number 1, Daring Denny. Hank Levan will drive the 5, After Darkness. These are the horses. Number 1 is Daring Denny, the driver Mark Winters. Number 2, Applejack, driven by David Meyer. Number 3 is Dublin's Elliott, driven by John Payne. Here's the 4, Let's Go Hector, the driver Don Feaster. And number 6, I Told Ya, Chad Clark in the sulky. Coming to the track, Shirley will be the 5, After Darkness, and driver Hank Levan. They are stepping on the track at this time. They'll be passing in front of the stands momentarily.
I was trying to
When play,
figure out where Hank even actually is stepping on
Yeah,
the track
he's
to be on.
straight
There
up.
he is.
Now-
No? There. Okay,
Yep.
now I see him.
Take Hank out of this.
Okay.
Our youngest driver, other than that, is 49. Wasn't going to say anything, but hey.
How old is Hank? 30? He's got to be listed on 32.
32.
Hank is
Okay, I was
32.
going to say early 30s. No spring chicken, but compared to this field.
Well, I'm actually surprised we didn't have more drivers here. I mean, given it's an evening card, so like our regulars at Scioto are going to Scioto, but just because there wasn't as many fair races today, I'm surprised we don't have a larger spread of drivers.
I just got to text somebody. Say, quit picking on Mark. He didn't think he was driving until you actually saw him. Yep, Mark's driving.
Oh,
We're going to root for Mark, though.
We will, absolutely.
But there's not a ticket sold yet on him.
Well, maybe this is our time to cash in.
Yeah.
Only 27 in the win pool, but we'll add $2 more. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second division of freshman colt trotters, $3,765. Mark Winters trains and drives the 1, Daring Denny. This is a lane of stone gelding out of Emily Angus Mare, fried by 5. 3 lifetime starts, unfortunately has not hit the board, and that's because we've been making a lot of breaks. We're unfortunately acting like a baby trotter here. Has still made over $1,000 last go. Did make a break out of the gate at Washington Courthouse, but looks like he kind of came back and tried to trot by all means.
Yep.
I think he was kind of first up. Ended up making a break at the end of the mile as well. Still finished 5th in the money, but trotted his mile 2:15 and 3 at Washington Courthouse.
The 2, Applejack for David Meyer. Trained for Julie and Kelly Meyer. Team 6 gelding. 4 starts on the year. He's got a lot of X's on his card too. 2 back at Wilmington though. Did trot a mile 2:7 and 2, finishing 3rd.
John Payne trains, drives, and owns this Volstead gelding Dublin's Elliott. 4 lifetime starts with a 2nd place finish and 2 3rd place finishes. I do have a line to be announced at Tiffin. Unfortunately, I did not do my research before, so I don't have anything to give you on that. But 2 back, technically, at Oak Harbor. Did have a 3rd in 2:09 and 4. He's got 2,700 on his card, 4 starts.
The 4, Let's Go Hector, the only winner of the group here. Deb Schwartz owns and trains. Don Feaster in the bike. The Quattro de Julio. Gelding's got 3 starts on the year, coming off a win there at Lebden, 2-4 and 3. Did trot in Scioto in the Stallion Series, 2-1. Made a break at the very end, but did qualify 2 minutes and a 5th, last quarter in 29.
Hank Levan now driving the 5 After Darkness. Theodore Galwin bred owns and trains this creatine colt out of a jailhouse Jesse Mayer. After all, 2 lifetime starts. Unfortunately, both of those we have seen breaks. First go was at Ottawa, finished 6th at distance. Next we came to Lebanon, made a break just at the end of the mile to finish 6th. So unfortunately out of the money both times, but at Lebanon did go in 2:11 flat.
And Chad Clark drives and trains I Told Ya, the 6 horse for owner Dustin Henzine. 2-year-old in-range colt, 3 starts on the year. Did have a 3rd place finish at Lebanon last start, sat in the pocket. Just got beat there at the wire, 2-5-1. Tried last quarter in 31-4. Wilmington trotted 2-7 and finished 2nd. Tried his last quarter there in 29-4. So, hey, he doesn't make a break. But let's see what he does out of the 2nd tier. Which one's he going to follow?
I was going to say over/under on hopefully half the field stays flat.
Yes.
But that's what fairs are for, especially when it comes to our freshman trotters. But a field of 6, one starting from the 2nd tier up to Doug Ballinger, the 2nd division freshman colt trotters, $3,700 on the line.
They're off and trotting on the outside. Let's go Hector on the inside. Applejack between horses. Dublin's Elliott as they move into the turn. Daring Denny comes out in 4th. I Told You Racing 5th. After Darkness, the Trader 6th. Up the backside they go. Applejack, David Meyer show the way. Let's go Hector hung on the outside. The long mile. 3rd to the inside. Dublin's Elliott racing 4th. Daring Denny. Then comes I Told You and trailing the field. As he raced by the opening quarter is After Darkness. Straight alignment around the turn. Opening quarter on the board. 32 2/5. New leader between calls. Don Feaster and Let's Go Hector's grabbed the lead. Applejack now will take the pocket trip. Dublin's Elliott next in 3rd. Daring Denny 4th. I Told You 5th. Trailing the field After Darkness. Straight alignment and no movement to go after the leader as they come to the half. The leader is Let's Go Hector. At the half, racing 2nd is Applejack. Then 2 back 2. Dublin's Elliott racing 4th is Daring Denny coming to the outside. I Told You now 5th. They're halfway home in 103 2 and trailing the field is After Darkness. They're on their way to the 5/8. It's Let's Go Hector showing the way. Applejack right there. Dublin's Elliott's 3rd. Daring Denny will move to the outside 4th. I Told You made a skip, and he's now 5th. Head up the backside and trailing the field is After Darkness. To the 3/4 they go. Don Feaster, Let's Go Hector. Applejack is 2nd. Daring Denny on the outside 3rd. Dublin's Elliott is 4th. I Told You 5th. After Darkness trails the field 3/4, 136-4. They circle the far turn and they're all chasing Let's Go Hector. 2nd is Applejack. Off stride is Daring Denny. Dublin's Elliott is 4th. I Told You 5th. After Darkness 6th. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Don Feaster, Let's Go Hector lead the way by 5. Applejack is 2nd on the outside. Dublin's Elliott coming to the line. Let's Go Hector. Don Feaster to take the 2nd division of the 2-year-old colt and gelding trot. The mile 2:07 4/5.
2:07 4/5 for our winner. Let's Go Hector. 2 in a row in Ohio. Was a winner wire to wire at Lebanon. Not technically wire to wire here, right? But there's a little bit of movement. But Let's Go Hector. Don Feaster, you were giving the old guys a little bit of gripe.
I wasn't griping. I was just mentioning. But I kind of fall in that group too.
Did you turn? When is your birthday?
Couple weeks.
That's what I thought. Okay, got a couple more weeks.
Couple more weeks.
You're still a young man. You'll be a young man for a while. Let's not lie.
Sometimes I'm at that point now where, you unload some hay, and you're done. You jump off the truck, on the ground. That's starting to hurt. Now it's your kind of, okay, you sit down on the tailgate, you kind of slide down.
Yeah, you weren't here for my conversation yesterday, but I was up in Seattle for the weekend, and I hiked 10 miles on my first day. I woke up the next morning hurting, and I was like, oh, no, this is what it feels like, and I got too many years left to be feeling my hips and my knees hurt already.
10 miles is a lot.
A
lot of hiking.
And it was like straight incline too, but I'm telling you, I've never I was a little
And why?
stressed.
Why?
Why did I do it, or why did it hurt?
Why did you do it?
I do enjoy those kinds of things. And here comes our winner. Let's go, Hector. Deb Schwartz and Dawn Feaster. Second lifetime win in 4 tries.
Got a message.
Back in front of the stand, you won the 5th Coleman Gelding Trot Second Division for $3,765. Black and White Tactical Solutions. Number 4, let's go, Hector. Geo Bay Gelding. Victorio de Julio, credit winner mare. Credit blue chip, Deborah Swartz, New Carlisle. Bones and Trains, second of the season for Let's Go Hector. Don Feaster drives 207 for 5ths. Tactical Solutions blanket. Results are official. 1 Daring Denny, 3. The 2 Applejack, 2. 3 Dublin's Elliott, 4. 4 Let's Go Hector, the winner. 5 After Darkness, 6. 6 I Told You, 5. 207 for 5ths. Quarter was trotted 32 and 2, 103 and 2, 136 and 4, 324, 165 on the bottom. 6th race up next. Field.
Did you want to finish your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I remember her starting when I got into business, working for Melby Ober.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know if you knew that
Yeah,
beforehand.
I did know that. Yeah.
Was there anybody before that she worked for?
I think Melby kind of got Ann into the business.
Okay.
And she worked with him for a long time. She actually worked for my dad. She was very much a staple in our stable for a long time. I don't even know how many years. A very long time. And I'm glad you actually mentioned that, though, because that's something that we don't mean to overlook by any means when it comes to mentioning the grooms, but sometimes we just don't know.
We don't
know who they are.
No.
And but small places like this at the county fair level, we do. We know trainers, and you train a couple usually yourself, and we just been around long enough. Oh, look, you're being summoned. I guess that's Jeremy's cue. He's going to head up, maybe announce 1 or 2, and Doug Ballinger's going to trade Doug Ballinger's going to trade places with Jeremy, so I'm going to have a new partner for a period of time, but we're official for the 5th. Let's Go Hector gets a win for Deb Schwartz and Dawn Feaster. Turning the page, race 6 of 16 already coming up. Race 6 is the second division of 3-year-old colt Pacers. Only change I have for you is Beechwood Suma. I'll take a moment to mention, I'm sure we've got a few people just logging on that are probably questioning where the program is. Apologies. As you can see, we have a new website that unveiled today, and I am no website guru, and it's just going to be a lot of growing pains, but we're working on it. I did send out a message to figure out that program issue. It's got to give us a little bit of time to figure it out. So join us back here in just a moment, and now Doug and I will go through the field of 5 we're looking for in race 6.
We on break?
The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's county fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your Passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
Once a year, the greatest converge. 12 championship races, over $7 million on the line. History will be made. Legends will rise. In October 2026, Scioto Downs becomes the venue where speed meets destiny. The Breeders' Crown, harness racing's ultimate showdown. It all comes down to the Breeders' Crown.
Do you love horses and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
All right, Jeremy's calling horses out. I told him he's got to keep up with your pace, Doug. I said we have.
We're doing good. We had 5 again. It's nice to get 5 that first hour.
Yeah.
It kind of sets the tone. Hate to keep on them, but you got to keep the program moving, especially when you start at 5 o'clock and you have 16 races.
With no
4 an hour it was fantastic last night. They did a great job.
They did.
I was,
absolutely did.
hoping for 9 o'clock with no hiccups. Because about 9:15, it's too dark to race. And we were done at the last – the gate rolled at 8:29, I believe.
Gotcha.
So it was before 8:30. So we're on to the 6. We are rolling along. We had 5 that first hour. 3-year-old Colt and Gilding Pace, second division for $3,654. You want to go through the field, or would you wait? Or
we might as well go through. Say sometimes
the 1 is Fire the Dems, Greg Luther Racing, Black Lick Ohio owns, Todd Luther trains. Doc Holliday, Doc, I believe, had 5 driving wins last night. 3-year-old Bay gonna catch the fire. Out of the well said mare, Brianna Hanover. 7 career wins in 27 starts, 53,000. 154-1 at Scioto Downs. Last time out was a winner in 57-4 at Washington Courthouse.
Jacob Baird trains and owns the 2 Beechwood Suma. Hank Levan now with the drive. 7 seasonal starts, still looking for the first win of the year. But Beechwood Suma is coming off of a 4th place finish, so was in the money last time out at Lebanon in 58-4. A couple back further than that, though. We were at Scioto Downs, just in a horse and geldings on 101 with a claiming tag. We tried to cut the mile there. We did still pace in 54-4. Unfortunately, we're just out of the money. $1,800 made this year for Beechwood Suma.
Number 3, her Romeo, Jason Beatty for Steve Livingston. I believe Jason Beatty already has a win on the night's card. George Haldeman, New Paris, Ohio owns. This is the 3-year-old Bago, son of Lather-Up, out of the Shark Gesture mare. Melody's Sharkette. 4 career starts, has 1 at third, $563. Had a nice line, 2 back, and 158-1 at Wilmington, finished 3rd.
The 4, Chuck Rowan, trains and drives a Summa Cum Laude gelding. Summa's Legacy, 6 seasonal starts with 2 wins and a single second-place finish, almost $20,000 already on the year. This seems to be the first fair start of possibly this guy's entire career, actually. Last go was at Northfield on July 19th in the Buckeye Stallion Series, was second, unfortunately just by a neck, just got nipped in 55 flat up there at Northfield. Taking a look further in his lines, I mean, he's got a mile as fast as 53-1 in the Buckeye Straights at Scioto Downs earlier in the year. $36,000 lifetime, as I said, almost $20,000 on the year for Summa's Legacy.
Hank Levan will drive number 5, KB Full Moon, 3-year-old Bago, son of Fool Me Once, out of the Western Ideal mare. Luna Hanover, Brad Delaney owns. Hank Levan drives, a winner once in 19 starts, $20,987.
$54. The 1, Fire the Dems with Kenny Holiday. 2 just coming on the track would be Beechwood Suma, Jeff Nysonger aboard. Here comes the 3, Her Romeo with Jason Beatty. The 4, Summa's Legacy with Chuck Groan. And rounding out the field, the 5, KB Full Moon, Hank Levan in the sulky. Horses will be heading to the gate shortly. You got about 4 minutes. Win, play, show. Exacta wagering on the 6th.
There's your field of 5 coming up in race 6. We got 16 total races to bring you this evening. It's been beautiful weather, Doug. last 2 nights have been beautiful weather here.
Yes, been great weather. Nice breeze up top there. Breeze right here. This is my favorite place actually to call a horse race.
Is it? Now, why is
nice
that?
table up there. Just a nice platform up there, and it's all wide open behind you. A lot of air comes in. It's tough to see if you can't remember who's first, second, third, in that order. When they head down the backside with the all the trailers, because you just can barely see them. So you got to kind of remember who's who when they head down that backside.
That was going to be my question for you, because there is a lot of obstruction. We've talked about it a couple times on air between last night and already today, and there's just so many horses. We've got nowhere else to put them. Infield it has to be where they are. And maybe there used to be a tent set up.
They moved the tent. That's
what
I
thought.
Move
it. Okay.
The tent is behind the barn, so you can't see it.
Okay, because that makes more sense. And we know it's now given. Last year, day 1, we had 8 races.
Yes.
This year, we've got 16 both nights. So there's still quite a lot more horses, but I didn't know what they did with that tent, or why they would have taken it.
And as we talk, and I think you and I talked last night off air, just one more horse in the 2-year-old filly trot, one more horse in the 2-year-old filly pace. Same way in the pace and there's 8 of them.
Make them
8
split
different
more.
gates. If there's just one more horse, that will split it.
Yeah, right. To have like a field of 4 or whatnot,
yes,
but that's
they only score 5 wide. So I don't know what.
But all these
how many
fields
they
are
really
full,
will
though.
take in a colt stake. I don't know. I know they wouldn't take 9 here, so it would definitely split 5 and 4. I'm not for sure.
I think most things, though. I mean, we were scratched down. We've got some races later that are scratched down to a field of 4, but I think everything is at least a full gate now. Our free-for-all pace is. They've got 2 trailers for the older horses in there, but it's just. I'd say it's not even just 1 or 2 that drop in. Like there's multiple full divisions of each of these things going tonight. Our fillies were impressive yesterday. Our colts, so far so good. Hopefully when our 3-year-old colt pacers going, we'll see a little bit more speed. Race 6, though, we are moving into position. 2nd division of these sophomore colt pacers. $3,654 from the rail out. Fire the Dims, Beechwood, Suma, Her Romeo, Suma's Legacy, and KB Full Moon. Let's go up to Jeremy Moore with the call of the 6th.
2nd division, 3-year-old Colton Gelding pacers rolling behind the gate. Here they come. They're off in pacing. Beechwood, Suma, nice longer go for the lead. Fire the Dim's going to try to protect position there. Floating away in 3rd, Suma's Legacy. Drop it in 4th, Her Romeo. And KB Full Moon trails the field. Heads are pointed toward the quarter pole. Your favorite, Fire the Dims, Kenny Holiday. They're going to call the shots from here. Pocketed up, Beechwood Suma, nice longer. Nose to helmet 3rd, Suma's Legacy of Chuck Grown. Jason Beatty, Her Romeo sitting 4th. And KB Full Moon Trail. They go by the opening station in 31, 2/5 second. Head on over to the clubhouse, far turn there. It's still Fire the Dims. Got a 2-race win streak, looking for win number 5 of the year. Beechwood Suma tracking her in 2nd. First to move, here comes Suma's Legacy, Chuck Grown. He's first up, going right after the leader. Following that cover, Jason Beatty, Her Romeo, 2nd over trip. They go to the half. We got 3 in, 2 out. Fire the Dims on the front end. They reach the half-mile station. 102, 2/5. 5/8 marker, Fire the Dims. He's answered the call so far here. He's opened up by 2 over Beechwood Suma. 3rd on the outside, Suma's Legacy. Didn't get very far. 2nd over, Her Romeo, looking to go 3 wide. KB Full Moon closing up the gap here. Heading to the 3/4 pole. Fire the Dims and Kenny Holiday's had every call. He's still sitting right there. 3/4, 133, 2/5, midway around the final turn. Fire the Dims and Kenny Holiday. They take him into the stretch. Sitting 2nd, Beechwood Suma. 3rd on the outside, Suma's Legacy. They're battling for 2nd, but it's going to be Fire the Dims, Kenny Holiday, making it 3 in a row. 2nd, going to be Beechwood Suma. Getting up for 3rd, Her Romeo. Time of the mile, 2:01, 4/5.
2-1-4. Gate to wire. Ashley for Fire the Dems. This is a bargain. A $5,000 Buckeye Classic purchased 2 years ago. About $55,000 now in the bank for the 3-year-old Bago to Son to Catch the Fire out of the well-said mare. Brianna Hanover, Greg Luther Racing, Todd Luther Trains. Doc Holliday, I believe, had 5 winners last night. He gets a win tonight.
He did
2-1-4.
Did have five winners yesterday, so that's going to make 6 already for the meet. First one of the evening. Todd Luther also had 4 winners yesterday as a trainer, and this could be his first training win of the evening as well. I have 1, 2, 3, 5 across the wire. Opening quarter 31-2 to the half 102-2. 3 quarters 133-2, and final mile time 1:2:01:4. That was a nice last
Very
quarter,
nice,
wasn't
very
it?
nice, yes.
So Jeremy got here a little late, just because we knew he was getting off work, right? And we were rolling to it, and I mentioned, I said, it sounds like you're going up there. He said, what? I said, did Doug not tell you? We're going to go do a little bit of a switch there for a few races. Keeps him on his toes, right?
Yeah, he does a very, very good job.
Hanover, Todd Luther Trains, Greg Luther Racing owns. 5th win of the year for Fire the Dems. Blanket sponsored by the Mark Hinman Memorial. Results are official for the 6th. Number 1, Fire the Dems, your winner. Number 2, Beechwood Suma 2. Number 3, Her Romeo 3. The 4, Suma's Legacy 5. And the 5, KB Full Moon 4. Recheck top down 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. 31-2 to the quarter. 102-3 to the half. 133 2/5, 3/4. Time of the mile 2:01 4/5. 7th race coming up. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace, 2nd division. Need 5 of you. Send them on out.
Turning the page, race 7 coming up. Doug, I don't have any changes. Did you get any changes coming up?
No changes in the 7th, no. 2-year-old Colt and Gilding at Pacers for $3,894, 2nd division. The Matt Hinman Memorial. Matt was speed superintendent for many years here at the Shelby County Fair.
So give us just a moment, and we'll tell you about the field of 5 we're looking for. Let's take a brief moment away to thank our sponsors for letting us do what we do.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Race 7, thanks for joining us. We got 16 total to bring you the night. Doug and I were just talking off air. Something I didn't mention yesterday that I meant to was this is where Mike Wilder got his start.
Mike Wilder got his start right here at the Shelby County Fairgrounds. His stepfather, Dave Ritter. That's how Mike got his start. Mike wears pretty much Dave's colors. I actually called Mike's first win at Springfield, Ohio.
Oh, the Clark County Fair. We haven't raced there in, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How long would that have been?
It might have been even a matinee. I can't remember.
Yeah,
what Mike's told me. I see Chris Page got his 8,000th win. I called Chris Page's first driving win at Urbana on a Sunday afternoon.
I think you've told me that
20-some years ago. I suppose it was 20 years ago.
I think you told me that probably the last milestone that Chris reached, and probably like a money milestone. I think you've shared that with us
And
before.
last year I kind of looked it up and who he had his first win with there at Urbana that day. And when Chris, it was on the big night of the Buckeye Stallion Series, where Chris was coming back to the Winter Circle, I mentioned, he's went over 100, however many million he's won the jug and got his first driving win right here. And I did an interview with Chris at Delaware, and during the interview he said, I really appreciated that coming back to Winter Circle. That put a smile on my face. He said, I appreciated you mentioning that.
Yeah. A couple people over the weekend just got their first driving wins. Yesterday, Christina Smith at Marysville.
Okay.
Got her first driving win.
And Willems,
oh, yes, at Washington Courthouse, Alex Willems.
I wish I'd have knew it. We didn't know it, or I'd announced that. I didn't know that. Yeah,
Alex Willems over would have been Saturday probably.
Yes,
the Saturday card.
Yeah.
And then somebody up at Northfield. Oh, I'm blanking on his name. A young man up at Northfield has been driving about a year or so.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Hopefully in the comments you guys can finish my thought for me. But somebody up at Northfield also so there's plenty of young people. Like, I know that the sport's a little bit different. We get a lot of comments about that. It's not the 80s. It's not the 70s anymore.
Everything changes. You got to accept change.
We do. You're right. And that's just the world in general, right?
That's what I was writing down with Don Speck that's taking the pictures. Fills in for Brett. We were writing down tonight just how things changes, different stages of your life. I was never around Don Speck. I always knew him from living in Salina, but till he started to do these fairs,
Purse of $3,894. The one, he is on fire. No, Alex Hawk aboard. The 2, Suma L with Hank Levan. And there's the 5, Walger with Mike Hollenbach. The 4 was Landman with Carson Conrad. And rounding out the field, the 5, Heart's Request, Jason Beatty in the sulky. Horses will be taking one score, heading right to the gate. Win place show, perfecto exacta wagering here on the 7th. Wager now, don't be shut out.
For race 7, second division of freshman Colt Pacers. He's on fire. No, Jeff Nysonger trains Alex Hawk with the drive of this catch to the fire gelding, owned out of Sidney, Ohio by Myron Jaron Keister. 7 lifetime starts. Still looking to break the maiden, but we have hit the board a total of 3 times. Coming off a third place finish at Washington Courthouse in 2:04.1. Originally a $7,000 purchase in the Blooded Horse Sale.
Number 2, Zuma Els, the 2-year-old bay goat son of Zuma Kalade out of the Better's Delight mare. Carmel Kist, a $10,000 Ohio Select purchase. Levan Stable, H. Levan, and Keith Gisser. I'm sure Keith Gisser's listening. Megan Levan in our free zone, $6,210. Winner once, 4 seconds. Hank Levan trains and drives. Zuma L.
The 3, Jason Beatty for Scott Ferguson. Heart's Request. This is the Heart of Chewbacca gelding out of a Capital Request mare. Request to win. 4 lifetime starts. Still looking to hit the board, and probably what we're trying to do here is stay flat. 3 of our 4 starts we have unfortunately made breaks. If I go to Wilmington, though, go 3 back to Wilmington. We did have a flat start. Unfortunately, did have some broken equipment while we crossed the wire, but at Wilmington did go in 2:04.3.
Carson Conrad will drive the 4 Landman. This is the 2-year-old bay goat son of Monte Mickey. $13,000 Ohio Select purchase out of the Western Hanover mare. Northwest Hanover. J.E. Mossbarger, Washington Courthouse. SM Carter, Londonderry, Ohio. P.W. Skinner, Plain City, Ohio owned. 3 starts, has a win, a second, and a third. $4,057. 206 at Wellston, 2 back.
The 5 horse starting from the far outside of the gate. Wagger, Mike Hollenbach, trains, drives, and co-owns alongside Chad Webb of Oil Springs, Kentucky. This is a Fear the Dragon gelding out of an Always a Virgin mare, Always Waggy. Looking to go back-to-back. Was a winner last go out at Lebanon. Won by just over a length at 2:01.1. That's a lifetime mark, because that was our first lifetime win in 4 starts. We do have an additional 2 third-place finishes to hit the board. 3 of 4 times was almost $4,000 made on the year for Wagger. Going right behind the gate. There's your field of 5. We're moving into position behind the Webkenberg starting gates. Second division, freshman Colt Pacers, $3,894. Here's Jeremy Moore with another call.
He's into the stretch. Here they come. The 3s want to break. They're off in pacing from the inside. He is on fire. No, goes for the lead. Suma L, a little rough gated there for Hank. One's on a break. He is on fire. No, is on a break. So that's going to give Suma L the lead. Landman's going to inherit the second spot. And moving up third is Woger. 4th off stride as he is on fire. No. And trailing the field, Heart's Request back down pacing. Head on over to the quarter pole. It's your favorite, Suma L. He's a 1-5 shot, calling the shots here for Hank Levan. Reach the opening quarter in 31, 3/5 second. Landman and Carson Conrad nose to helmet right there. Walger, he's tightened up third now. He's going to sit there, look him over. As they head to the 3/8 pole. He is on fire, no. 4th, he's back to pacing, trying to catch the field, and then it's far back to Heart's Request. Head on over to the half here, the Summa Cum Laude gelding. He's looking for the second win of the season. He's coming off of a win from Piketon last week. He's sitting there. Halftime, 103, 3/5. Head on over to the 5/8. Suma L with the lead. Landman, he's looking for his first win of the season. He's looking him over. Carson's getting ready to roll with him. Walger and Mike Hollenbach, they're just trying to stay up with him. He's looking for win number 2 also of the season. Catching up to the field as he was on fire, no. And Heart's Request going to have to wait for next week. Head to the 3/4 poles. Suma L opens up by 5. Hank says go. They reach to the 3/4, 135, 2/5. Midway around the final turn, Suma L's got the lead by 3. Landman trying to get to him. Walger's trying to stay with him. They hit to the top of the stretch. Suma L's had to every call so far. They're going to work. Here comes Landman. He's trying to get him, coming to the final strides here. But Suma L's going to hang on. Give him second win of the season. Landman second. Walger end up third. Time of the mile, 2:04, 4/5.
2:04 and 4/5 as our final horse makes his way across the finish line here. Our winner, though, Suma L. 2 wins in a row. Was a winner wire to wire at Piketon. And another one. 7 seasonal starts now with 2 wins. Hank Levan had a very nice meet at Marysville. And that's already his second winner on today's card here at Sidney.
Trio Bay Gelding by Zuma Kalade. Out of the Better's Delight Mare Carmel Kiss, Levan Stables. Hank Levan, Keith Gisser, Megan Levan in our free zone. 2:04 and 4.
When Hank won his, well, I think it was the first race of the card. Hank did win with, I don't even remember, we're 6 races deep. I can't remember who won the first race. But I got a text from his dad, Louie, that today is Herb's birthday. So it was a nice way for them to.
No, today would be Herb's birthday.
Herbie's birthday, yep.
Yep, Herb Levan, remember him well. That's where Hank said he gets his work ethic from.
Oh.
And they're workers.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about post parades and getting horsemen out.
It doesn't matter how many horses they have.
You don't have to worry about the Levans.
Yep, they are on top of it. Also, hopefully Keith Gisser, our part owner in this horse, is listening. Keith, we just want to Send our thoughts to you.
Yes,
I'm
Keith,
not sure if
his daughter was in an accident
yes,
the day before yesterday.
I believe everything is okay.
I think everything's okay.
But
yes.
Keith, we're definitely sending all the thoughts towards you and your daughter, and glad to hear everything is okay.
Summa L. 2-year-old gelding by summa cum laude out of the Better's Delight mare, Carmel Kist. Trained and driven by Hank Levan, owned by Levan Stables, Levan, Kaiser, Levan, and Freeze, all of Ohio. 7 starts, 2 wins this year for your winner, Summa L. Trophy presented by Matt Hinman Memorial. Results are official for the 7th. Number 1, He Is on Fire, No, 4. 2, Summa L, your winner. 3, Heart's Request, 5. 4, Landman, 2. 5, Wolger, 3. Recheck top down, 4-1-5, 2-3. Quarter times, 31-3, 103-3, 135-2. Time of the mile, 2:04, 4/5. 8th race coming up.
Jeremy
Second
Smith
division of the
can
3-year-old
do it all.
colt gelding trot.
He takes pictures in the winner's
that
circle
he
for Brad
can.
Conrad. He works the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. He's trained, he's driven, and he's going to be a very good announcer.
And he can arrest you.
And he can arrest you. He does a very good job. I'm very proud of him.
Really, how many fairs?
He is
He's picked
so
up
nice and clear.
He is absolutely. He's done a great
he did
job.
Piketon
and
for me this year. He's going to do Marietta over Labor Day. He's going to do. I got him a fair at Old Washington, I believe.
He did.
He did Wilmington.
Well, okay, so there was one fair that he did that I was on air for, and I can't remember which one it was. And really, he just did a handful last year. Really, just got into announcing.
I wish I was that good when I
first
started.
Official for race 7 and turning the page. Doug, we're almost halfway through.
Just about.
Almost. We're knocking on the door
going just like
of
last
it.
night.
Single digits.
Get off to that good start, and it usually goes pretty well. That sets the tone, I feel. 8th race up next, 3-year-old Cold and Gelding Pace, 2nd division. Jerry and Bonnie Schmidt of the Shelby County Fair blanket, 4,590. If you have a program following at home, Hank Levan will drive number 2, Zane Trace. Hank Levan, the 2. Carson Conrad drives the 5. Backstage Memories, Carson Conrad drives the 5. 6-7. We'll be back to take a look at all 6 right after this.
Own a little and love it a lot. The Stable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. The Stable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at thestable.ca.
For 100 years, the values at BNSF Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. But as the world changes, so must our business. That's why the time is right to change our name to CoverLink. When tragedy strikes, we protect our clients, we cover. And the connection of our values of doing what is right is the link. Combine the two and you get CoverLink. While our name has changed, nothing else has changed. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance.
We are back. Shelby County Fair on to the 8th race. We're just about halfway home. 16 of them tonight. Racing action coming up. Sunday and Monday, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action at Bowling Green. Give you those post times. 12 noon at Bowling Green Sunday, 5 o'clock start Monday evening. Saturday night before that, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be at Northfield Park for the Summit County Fair. To be at Northfield Park, a 6 o'clock post time. That'll be a great night of racing. Ohio Colt Racing Association action next Sunday, August 2nd, 1 p.m. at the Preble County Fair in Eaton. Lisbon takes us into the following week, Monday, Tuesday, 3rd and 4th, 1 o'clock post each afternoon at the Columbiana County Fair in Lisbon. Wapakoneta, the Auglaize County Fair, goes Tuesday the 4th, Wednesday the 5th, 6 o'clock post each evening at Wapakoneta. Xenia, Ohio Colt Racing Association action. Wednesday the 5th and Thursday the 6th, each evening at 6:30. Then next Friday, 12 noon and 5 in the evening, a doubleheader. At Athens, it'll be the Southern Valley Colt Circuit Racing action. Chillicothe, a week from this Sunday, August 9th at 12 noon. A lot of the action coming up here on the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast. We're getting set for the 8th race. Second division, 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Trot for $4,590. A field of 6. Jeremy Moore doing the racing, race calling for at least this one, maybe one more. Well, I step down and do a little broadcasting with Ashley Daly. Set for that post parade. We'll begin with a 1 here, Seeking for Money. Jeff Nysonger drives. For Tony Price and Kim Price of Wampakoneta, 3-year-old Bay Go to Son of Ready for Money out of the RC Royalty Mare, Seeking Royalty. A winner once in 18 career starts, $9,709. Last time out was third, 2:03-1 at Lebanon. Trotted in 2 minutes and 4/5, finished second at Wilmington, the one Seeking for Money. 2, Zane Trace. Hank Levan picks up the drive for Virgil Morgan Jr. Joyce McClellan Stable, LLC, Zanesville, Ohio owns. 3-year-old Bay Go to Son of Uncle Peter out of the Yankee Glide Mare. She Wore Red. This is a homebred. 4 wins and 15 career starts. A second and 2/3, $35,249. 154-1 at Sauda Downs this year. That was taken just 2 back on the 18th of July. Number 3, Drinks on Royal Ray. Jason Beatty, Roger Hughes Jr. 3-year-old Bay Go to Son of Royalty for Life out of the Donato Hanover Mare. Drinks on the House, a winner 5 times in 24 career starts. $40,807 for Drinks on Royal Ray.
Second division, 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Trot for a purse of $4,590. And 1, Seeking for Money with Jeff Nysonger. Come on. Yeah. He's way down. Yeah. There's the 5. Backstage Memories. Drivers change to Carson Conrad. Yeah. Go ahead and have him, Mr. Beatty, Mr. Hawk, go ahead and bring him this way. Here's the 4, OK, 1 more with Alex Hawk aboard. The 3, Drinks on Royal Ray with Jason Beatty. And the 6, Golden Enterprise with Cody Greeno. And parading last is going to be the 2, Zane Trace. Drivers change to Andre Nard. Andre Nard on the 2, Zane Trace. Carson Conrad on the 5, Backstage Memories. We're going to be taking 1 score, heading straight to the gate. Win Place Show.
3 career starts, 3 seconds, 2/3, pushing $50,000. A mark as a 2-year-old, a 159-3 at Sauda Downs.
Where were you at, Doug?
You can take over with the 5.
With the 5, got Carson Conrad on the 5. Backstage Memories for Jessica Smith. She also owns his Uncle Peter Gelding out of a Yankee Glide Mare. I'm your biggest fan. 3 seasonal starts, still looking to hit the board. Last go did hit the money, though. Washington Courthouse at the 5th place finish in 2:05 flat. Looks like I do have a qualifier, but not great reference. Unfortunately, at Scioto Down, made quite a lot of breaks towards the end of that qualifier, but still trotted the mile in 2 minutes despite all those miscues.
Cody Greeno, the 6, Golden Enterprise for Ed Greeno Jr., E.G. Trot of Finley. $2,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. 3-year-old Bay Good Son of Enterprise out of the Cantab Hall mare. Up front, Bye-Bye. Has yet to find a winner circle actually in 20 career starts. Has 4 seconds, 3/3. $2,000 purchase is pushing $12,000 for Golden Enterprise. Be a second tier start. We'll have 5 on gate.
Trying to figure out, I think I got some, looks like Andre Nard is on the 2. Or is that the 2? Yes.
Okay,
Is Hank driving somebody else now? No, Hank's warming up. He just got off on a warm-up, so he must not be.
I don't know if Andre works maybe for Virgil.
Maybe. I'm not sure about that. But Andre to drive the 2, Zane Trace.
So Andre Nard is driving the 2, and Carson Conrad is on the 5. Backstage Memories. 3 to 5 favorite is Zane Trace with Andre Nard from the Virgil Morgan Jr. stable. Where's your next OHHA broadcast at?
Xenia.
Xenia.
Yep.
So you'll be there both nights, Wednesday?
Yep, Wednesday and Thursday I'll be at Xenia. I'm not sure off the top of my head who's with me.
I will be.
Barry's in, I don't know,
Barry
actually.
Vickroy is calling the races Wednesday. I'm calling the races Thursday.
Okay. I don't know who's with me. But regardless, actually Saturday night, a lot of our team will be at Scioto Downs first.
What's that, please?
A lot of our team will be at Scioto Downs on Saturday night of the Ohio State Fair at Scioto Downs. So I just said that like 4 times in a row because we have a youth gathering as well as our TV and tickets giveaway.
That'll be Saturday night.
Saturday night, yep.
Jeremy Moore very well could be at one night at
Xenia.
Since he is in that area, that would be my thinking. Let's send it up to Jeremy Moore for the call of the 8th.
One trailer. The gate swings into the stretch. Here they come. They're off and trotting from the middle of the track. Drinks on Royal Ray goes for the lead. Zane Trace getting away second. Dropping in third. Okay, one more. Fourth on the inside, Seeking Money. In between trotters, Golden Enterprise. And Buckeye Stage Memories trails. He's going to drop to the end. Head on to the quarter pole. Zane Trace, Andre Nard. He's not going to sit long. He's going to take the lead. Your 1-9 favorites on the front end now. Sitting second now, Drinks on Royal Ray. Seeking for Money, third. 32 seconds flat to the quarter. It's in third, Baz. Okay, one more. Fourth, Seeking for Money. Fifth, Golden Enterprise. And Backstage Memories trails. They head on over to the lane for the first time. It's Zane Trace with the lead. Out of the pocket. Here comes, okay, one more. Alex Hawk, he's going to take a shot at the favorite. Sitting third now on the inside. Drinks on Royal Ray. 101 flat to the half as they head on over to the 5/8. It's still Zane Trace with the lead. Drinks on Royal Ray second. Third on the outside is okay. One more. Looking him over fourth. Seeking for Money. Fifth on the outside. Backstage Memories and Golden Enterprise trails. Head on down to the 3/4 pole. Zane Trace turned away the challenge of okay, one more. That leaves Drinks on Royal Ray back in the pocket there. Tracking the leader. Had 3/4 and 133 flat. Zane Trace starting to open up a little bit. Drinks on Royal Ray trying to stay right with him. Okay, one more is third. Gap of 4. Back to Seeking for Money. They hit the top of the stretch. Here comes Drinks on Royal Ray. He's popped a pocket. They're going down the long stretch here at Sidney. But Zane Trace has the lead. Andre Nard hasn't even raised a whip. It's going to be all Zane Trace, the 1-9 favorite, taking the 8th. Second, Drinks on Royal Ray. Time of the mile, 2:04, 1/5.
Our
Yes.
win pools were kind of small
Yes.
yesterday.
Yeah, you look at the win pool, like, yes, $45. I assume that's the win pool. I think
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
They promote it a little bit, get it back, give it a chance. I think it'll come back. Years ago, I've told the story last night.
And back
I
to the
can
winner's
remember.
circle. Your winner
I'll
of the
finish
8th
story
race,
here.
Trace. 3-year-old gelding by Uncle Peter out of the Yankee Glide mare. She wore red. Joyce McClellan's stable owns Virgil Morgan Jr. trains Andre Nard in the sulky. Gives Zane Trace a 5th win of the year. Blanket sponsored by Jerry and Bonnie Schmidt of the Shelby County Fair. Results are official for the 8th. Number 1, Seeking for Money, 4. Number 2, Zane Trace, your winner. The 3, Drinks on Royal Ray, 2. The 4, OK One More, 3. The 5, Backstage Memories, 5. And the 6, Golden Enterprise, 6. Recheck top down, 412, 356. Quarter times are 32 flat, 101 to the half. 3/4 and 133 flat. Time the mile, 2:04, 1/5. 9th race coming up. Next division, the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trot. We got 6 of them. Let's bring them on out.
It was an old wooden grandstand.
Okay.
And just about where we're sitting, right where we're pretty much on the line, there was a tunnel that split at the bottom. That's where the horses would come out.
Wow.
Yeah.
From behind here.
From behind here, and there was barns right back here.
Okay.
There was probably 4 or 5 shed rows, I think.
Any idea what year those would have been torn down?
I'm all guessing the 70s and real.
Huh.
You know, I think it was probably just the 70s. I want to say I've been here for a lot of years.
Yeah.
I think I'm about ready to draw my pension. I've been here so long. If I got a pension from every fair, boy, wouldn't that be great? Anyhow, no joke. All jokes. He thinks he's finished. Ooh.
Well, with
Can you
that
do the
though,
next?
Doug, I'll let you go. Appreciate you hopping down.
I think we was over there
Okay.
probably in the 80s at the infield judges stand. But no, some of these old, Urbana, Greenville, Salina, they've got the old, and Lima but so many of these grandstands have changed.
Yes.
This is a very nice bleacher setup here.
It is, but what a cool, unique design for horses to come out in between through a tunnel.
Yeah, that's the way it was.
How many spooked at that though?
Yeah, I
wonder how many balked at trying to go through a tunnel, but pretty cool history.
Yeah. Hey, nice being on. Jeremy's going to call one more while I take just a little break.
All right.
We'll see. I'll be back with you. I'll be calling the races one night at Xenia, but we'll be back on set a couple times this year, I'm sure.
I'm sure. There's plenty more races yet
Take
to
care,
be
Ashley.
had. Thank you, Doug. We are official for race 8 and turning the page. Looking for a field of 6 coming up in race 9. 3rd division of freshman colt trotters, $3,765. I've got no changes as of current, but join me back here in just a moment. I'll tell you about the field.
Feel the thunder, experience the speed, witness the excitement of Ohio harness racing. Ohio is home to 4 pari-mutuel tracks with exciting action at Northfield Park, Scioto Downs, Miami Valley Gaming and Racing, and Dayton Raceway. Plus racing at 66 county and independent fairs statewide. From legendary events like the Little Brown Jug to the Dayton Racing Derby, Battle of Lake Erie, and Next Generation Stakes, Ohio is where champions race. The speed, the tradition, the excitement. Don't just watch it, be a part of it. Race Ohio, it's your best bet.
For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been...
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Race number 9 of 16 coming up. Thanks for joining us this evening at the Shelby County Fair. It's day 2 of 2. We had 16 races last night for the fillies. and a total of 16 to bring you tonight for the Colts. It's been a beautiful afternoon. As Doug and I were just mentioning a few minutes ago before we went to our commercial break, the crowd's been very good. It's been well received. Like the wagering that we've brought back, I am pleasantly surprised. There's always just a few people that hang out in the grandstands here at Sidney, but the wagering must be doing what it's supposed to do. There's been quite a few people playing, and I'm sure you guys have been watching the tote board a little bit. Our win pools haven't been huge, but Doug just mentioned they did a little over $2,200 for bringing it back for the first time in many years. That's pretty good. The crowd actually does seem bigger this evening than it did yesterday. We haven't had a lot of colorful commentary from you tonight.
I was just going to say,
it hasn't been an opportunity.
Bring some wieners to this fair and you'll get a huge crowd.
I know. There's a lot of fairs have joined the Ohio, what do they even call it? It's in our Huff's Guide. There's an ad in our Huff's Guide for it. Let me look. Not Bill Peters. Oh my gosh, Woody have the Home Talent Colt Stakes, was kind of the one who got that going up at Canfield. That's his home fair, is Canfield. Largest fair in Ohio by far. Let me see if I can find this ad now. He got that going at Canfield a couple of years ago, and then it's grown into multiple fairs now. It's a huge wiener dog racing circuit now. Well, looks like Jeremy has them all out, actually, already for the ninth. So I'm going to pass it up to him. He's going to introduce you to the field of 6. Again, right now I don't really have any changes, but we'll see what is post-paraded.
All right, Mr. Wilson, let's bring him this way. Horses are on the track, parading the post for the 9th race. 3rd division of the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trot for a purse of $3,765. Number 1, Class Act Jimmy with Roy Wilson. And there's the 4, Peach Perfect with Justin Hall. Here comes the 2, Jack and Nettie's Legacy, Jason Beatty aboard. The 3, Jacoby, gets the services of Carson Conrad. The 5, What the Will, with Coney Greeno. And the 6, late drivers changed on the Country Noble, Melvin Schmucker in the sulky. Melvin Schmucker on the 6, Country Noble. Horse will be taking 1 score, heading right to the gate. Win, place, show. Exacta wagering. Don't be shut out.
Let's take a look. A field of 6, so our 6-horse will start from the 2nd tier. We only score 5 wide here at Sidney, actually at most fairs. But race 9 is the 3rd division of freshmen. Colt Trotters, $3,765 on the rail. Class Act Jimmy, April Roach of Eaton, trains and owns this nothing but class gelding. Roy Wilson will get the drive. We only have 1 lifetime start, and that came at Washington Courthouse. And we had a 3rd place finish there in 2:11 flat. Final quarter was 30-1. $900 so far on the card in just that 1 start. Jason Beatty on the 2 for Dustin Arledge. This is a long Tom gelding. Jack and Nettie's Legacy. This is out of a South Wind Lane mare. 2 lifetime starts with a single 2nd place finish, and that was last go also at Washington Courthouse, was second back by about 4 lengths in 2:12-3. Final quarter 32 flat. $2,100 so far in just 2 lifetime starts for our 2-horse. The 3, Jacoby, Dalton Walls trains, Carson Conrad for the drive of this creatine gelding of an Angus Hall mare. 3 lifetime starts. We've hit the board and gotten increasingly better every single go. We have had a win, a second and a single third place finish. Our win did come last go out at Lebanon Raceway, won by a length in 2:06 flat. $5,300 on the year for Jacoby, and that is owned by Robert Rodriguez of Versailles. Our 4-horse, Peach Perfect. This is a Justin Hall trainee. He's also going to guide his own. This is a creatine colt out of an Uncle Peter mare. She's just a peach, owned by Golden Gates USO of Columbus. 2 lifetime starts. Last go, seems to have figured it out at Wilmington. Had a second place finish, back by just a half a length in 2:09 and 4. $1,100 on the year for Peach Perfect. The 5, Cody Greeno for Ed Greeno Jr. This What the Hill colt. What the Will. This is a Swan for All mare, Kisses of All. 3 lifetime starts with 2 second place finishes. The last couple goes, he's unfortunately had some issues, but if we do go back, just for reference, a qualifier at Scioto Downs on July 6th was a winner there in 2:01 and 2. $2,200 on the year for What the Will. And rounding out the field, Country Noble, Melvin Schmucker trains and drives this What the Hill colt out of a Muscle Massive mare. 5 starts on the year, still looking for the first lifetime win, but we did have a third place finish at Lebanon, but Kentucky's Lebanon in 2:07 and 2 down there. Almost $2,000 for Country Noble. Here's the call, Jeremy with the 9th.
They're off in trotting from the far outside. What the Hill goes for the lead. In between horses, Jacoby. Down along the rail, off stride went Class Act Jimmy, and off stride went Jack and Nettie's Legacy. They head on over to the quarter pole. On the front end, What the Will. He's got the lead by 4. Jacoby and Carson Conrad tracking him in second. Getting away third from the second tiers, Country Noble. Back trotting fourth, Class Act Jimmy. Peach Perfect and Jack and Nettie's Legacy trails the field. They head on past to the quarter pole. Quarter and 34 and 3/5 second. It's What the Will and Cody Greeno calling the shots here. Carson Conrad Jacoby, he's tightened up second with a big hold. Gap of 3 back to Country Noble. Fourth, Class Act Jimmy. Peach Perfect, and coming to the outside, Jack and Nettie's Legacy. Head on over to the front of the stands for the first time. What the Will has the lead. Carson can't sit any longer with Jacoby. He's still got a big hold, not wanting to go anywhere. 1:06 and 3/5 halftime. Here comes Jack and Nettie's Legacy. He's first up for Jason Beatty. Sitting on fourth is Country Noble. Second over fifth, Peach Perfect and Justin Hall. Trailing the field, Class Act Jimmy. Go past the 5A station. Heads are pointed toward 3/4. It's still What the Will. He's had every call so far. Looking for that first win of the season. Sitting there second, still with a big hold, Jacoby. He's coming off of a win at Lebanon. Go past to the 3/4 on the outside. Jack and Nettie's Legacy. 143 flat to the 3/4. Midway around the final turn. What the Will still with the lead. Jacoby hasn't got up to him yet. They're 3 wide battling for third. Peach Perfect on the outside. Country Noble on the inside. But coming down the line, Cody Greeno, he's got it all under control with What the Will. What the Will. Second, Jacoby. Race for thirds. Class Act Jimmy. Time of the mile, 2:10, 1/5.
2:10 and 1/5 for the first lifetime win for What the Will. Ed Greeno Jr. trains Cody Greeno. Gets that driving victory. That's a What the Hill colt out of a Swan for All mare, Kisses for All, owned out of Findlay by E.G. Trott. Originally just an $8,000 purchase from the Ohio Selected Sale. Technically not a new lifetime mark, as he did win a qualifier, a few back at Scioto Downs earlier in the month in 2:01 and 2. But today's mile 2:10 and 1. So I'm not sure if I caught the quarters quite correct there. I have opening quarter 34 and 3 to the half, 106 and 3, and I am not sure what they went to the 3/4 in, but they were backing up quite a bit. I was actually surprised Carson Conrad did not pull Jacoby. He had a ton of horse. Surprised me. They were walking to those quarters. He did not pull. Might have choked down a little bit. Cody Greeno's first driving victory of the card, as well as the trainer's first victory of the card. He is slowly making his way back around. Went off as a co-favorite, 4-5. Here we go, What the Hill, and back in front of the grandstands. First lifetime win in 4 tries.
Back to the winner's circle, the winner of the 9th race. The 5, What the Will, 2-year-old colt by What the Hill out of the Swan for All mare Kiss for All. E.G. Trot LLC out of Findlay, Ohio, owns. Ed Greeno Jr. trains. Cody Greeno, the winning driver. First lifetime win for What the Hill will. Trophy presented by the Shelby County Fair. Results are official for the 9th. Number 1, Class Act Jimmy, 3. The 2, Jack and Eddie's Legacy, 6. The 3, Jacoby, 2. The 4, Peach Perfect, 4. The 5, What the Will, your winner. The 6, Country Noble, 5. Recheck top down, 362, 415. Quarter and 34 and 3. Half and 106 and 3. 3/4 and 140 and 3. Time of the mile, 2:10, 1/5. 10th race coming up next.
Trifecta goes 5-3 all, returns 26-20. Race 9 official. Our winner, What the Hill. 2:10 and 1, turning the page. Race 10 of 16 coming up. 3rd division of 3-year-old Colt Pacers, $3,654. Looking for another field of 5. Right now, I have no changes. We've been seeming to get some late changes as they are post-parading. So join us back here in just a moment, and I'll tell you about the field.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 jug sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm consignment.
All right, back here for the 10th race, and I'm back. Yeah, she said Doug put me to work. The first race you kind of get it. It's kind of when I got thrown into it. I'm like, okay, you don't get a rhythm, and then about the 3rd or 4th race, you kind of start getting into a rhythm a little bit.
I can assume so.
But it's still a learning curve for me.
How many are you keeping tally like Roger? How many races have you gone?
No.
Not a numbers guy like Roger?
No.
Not as intense, at
Not
least?
as intense, anyway. No, yeah. I did Piketon over the weekend. I've got Marietta and Old Washington I'm scheduled to do.
Okay.
And then if I'm somewhere and Doug's close and
Obviously
I'm sure,
call a few
yeah,
here and there.
Yep. So that's my retirement job.
Retirement job?
Yep. I said I don't want to be horrible.
What do you mean be horrible?
I said I don't want to be horrible. I just want to be okay at it. And
Oh, you are
yeah.
far from. No, come on, Jeremy. You are far from. I think you're more than okay. Truly,
Okay. Well,
truly.
thank you.
I think you came out swinging, and I do mean that as somebody who's listened to a lot of races. Doug also complimented you, and he said that he wished when he first got started that he was as good as off the bat as you are.
No. Well, I appreciate that, but you're your worst own critic.
I get that. I get
Yep.
that completely.
You're the Chevy Chase of announcing.
You want to explain that one, Chris?
Mediocre at best.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I will take that.
Looks like we do have a couple horses out for race 10.
Was it me or did they slow down for me?
They did slow down for you. They did. Because I think, it's 7:08. We just finished race 9. I think we had 9 done within the hour. So we're just a few minutes off
Okay.
yesterday.
My bad.
Of yesterday. That's not always you. You were calling them, though.
I was, yeah.
Sometimes these horsemen get a little lackadaisy, but I couldn't tell. There was one quarter you threw me off, and I don't know if I just wasn't listening intently, but I thought it was last race, for example.
Yeah.
It was 106 and a half, and I thought you said 143. I was like, oh my Lord,
yeah.
they are. Well, they kind of were walking. They kind of were walking until that final quarter. Race 10, though, is another division of the sophomore colt pacers. We're getting some late changes while they're on the track here. We'll see how they post parade.
Yeah.
And Doug's going right to it.
Good.
Gelding
Field
Pace,
five.
third division, sponsored by Shelby County Fair, $3,654. Number 1, made by Cruiser Oz, the driver Terry Haw. Number 2 is King Finale, the driver Hank Levan. Here's the 5, Prince Friedrich with Jason Beatty. Number 3, Mama's Holy Tear, Jacob Baird driving. And number 4 is Win Lod. Andre Nard in the sulky will be passing in front of the stands momentarily. 10th race. You have win place, exacta, trifecta wagering. They're going to the gate in 3 minutes. Post time in 3.
All right. The one made by Cruiser Oz, Terry Hall, owns, trains, and drives the 3-year-old gelding by Yankee Cruiser out of Pan's Pacific Flight mare, Made of Jewels. 3 starts on the year, no starts last year as a 2-year-old. We got a couple breaks here on her line, so we need to keep her pacing. Try to hit the board today.
Hank Levan trains and drives the 2 Keen Finale. This is a Racing Hill gelding looking to go 3 in a row. 14 seasonal starts with 4 wins, 1 second, and 2 third-place finishes. Was a winner at Hilliard and a winner at Piketon. Timed the better mile at Piketon and 1:56 and 3. Has a lifetime mark set this year at Scioto in 55 and 3. $20,000 already on the card for this year.
3, Mama's Holy Tear, Jacob Baird trains and drives, Western Terrier gelding. Darrell Baird and Nathaniel Baird of Mount Blanchard owns. 10 starts on the year. Coming off second place finish over at Lebanon, just getting beat with Jacob in the bike. Been racing up at Scioto and Northfield a little bit in conditions. Pacing 55, 56 looks like. Did have a 54-mile with Widger in the bike back early June.
When Lade leaving from the 4-hole, Andre Nard trains and drives the Summa Cum Laude gelding of a Racing Hill mare, Winella Hanover. Just one win so far in 13 starts on the season, but $7,800 on the card. Looking 3 back, we did have a start at Circleville and had a 3rd place finish there in 2:01 and 4. Start before that, though, was also very nice up at Northfield Park, and the non-winners of 2 with a claiming tag had a 3rd there and paced the mile in 55 and 2.
And rounding out the field, the 5, Prince Friedrich. Jason Beatty aboard for trainer Brian Georges. The lather up gelding. Kent Walker, Benny Jameson, Travis Kelly, and Bruce Kirk all own. 9 starts on the year. Coming off a 2nd place finish at Washington Courthouse. Did try the claiming series up at Northfield. The Buckeye claiming series. Did make a break, though. Uncharacteristic break. Actually, Buckeye claiming series, 2 starts back from that.
That's
made
what
a
they
break.
do. I'm telling you. It's like, you're going for a little bit more money, and all of a sudden they want to do stupid things.
That's right. Did go gate to wire at Wilmington in 56 and 3. So let's send it up to Doug.
Here they come. They're off and pacing between horses. Winlotte for the lead. King Finale protecting an inside position. Prince Friedrich just got wide as they move into the turn. Mate by Cruiser comes out in 4th, and Mama's Holy Chair will be the early trader 5th as they head up the backside. King Finale, Hank Levan front the field. 2-hole trip for Winlotte. Backing off and going to take a tuck. Prince Friedrich is 3rd. Mate by Cruiser Oz 4th. Racing 5th and trailing the field. Mama's Holy Chair. Field of Pacers, straight alignment as they race by the opening quarter. Andre Nard and Winlotte front the field. Opening quarter, 31 3/5 around the turn to the 3/8 they go. With the lead, King Finale, the 2-hole trip to Winlotte. 3rd, Prince Friedrich's racing 4th. Is made by Cruiser Oz and trailing the field, Mama's Holy Chairs. They pass the stand for the first time and come on over to the halfway point. On top as they reach the half, Hank Levan and King Finale looking for 5th of the season. Racing 2nd is Winlotte. Racing 3rd, Prince Friedrich. A big gap to a dozen lengths to Made by Cruiser Oz. And trending the field, Mama's Holy Tear. Off a half and 101 and 1/5 to the 5/8 they go. King Finale will guide him into the backside. Winlotte right there and ready to come to the outside. Prince Friedrich is 3rd. 4th along the pylons. Made by Cruiser Oz on the outside. Mama's Holy Tear. Midpoint of the backside. Getting every call. King Finale has the lead. Winlotte on the outside. Up the inside, Prince Friedrich closing ground. Mama's Holy Tear on the outside 4th. Made by Cruiser Oz trails the field at the 3/4 in 1:32 and 2. They come to the top of the stretch. King Finale the leader. Winlotte 2nd. Needing some room. Prince Friedrich's. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. It's King Finale. Prince Friedrich's trying to split him. He's closing on the outside. Through the lane they come. Less than a 16th. King Finale going to be tight for 2nd. King Finale, Hank Levan to win it. Prince Friedrich 2nd, home 3rd, Winlotte. The mile, 2:02, 2/5.
2:02 and 2/5 final quarter, 30 flat. And our winner, King Finale, goes 3 in a row, 15 starts on the season with 5 wins.
Mile, 2 minutes, 2/5. 2 minutes, 2/5.
Wow.
Oh, 2
minutes.
There, that's okay.
That's
even more impressive, right?
Yeah. 28 seconds last panel.
I say we did have a correction there. It was not 2:02. It was 2 minutes. 2/5.
So, yeah, that's kind of a training mile for Hank on that one there. He's got to the front and didn't, yeah. No, I mean, he's 1 to 9. You're not supposed to pull on him. But Jason Andre took her shot up the stretch and battled for 2nd.
That is the 3rd training and driving win for Hank this evening, 4 between the 2 days of racing here at Sidney.
So have we got an updated drivers and trainers for the fairs
I have
yet?
not received one. Roger Houston is actually, he's our numbers guy, obviously. Yeah. If you follow Roger on Facebook, he's numbers about everything. That's who keeps track for us, and he doesn't necessarily update after every single fair. It gets a lot.
Yeah.
But I have not received an email to let you know. I mean, it's been between Hank's been the leading trainer.
Yeah.
And I think Jeff in between Jeff and Hank, it's been kind of flip-flop
It has
recently
been, yes.
between the leading drivers. And Hank's had a good few days, though. He's probably leading right now.
Yeah.
But I can't be at all fairs at one time, so I'm not sure how Jeff has done outside of where I've been.
Colt Racing Association, $3,654, sponsored by Shelby County Fair. Number 2, King Finale. The 3-year-old big older son of Racine Hill out of the Sonata Blue Chip mare. King Sonata, 6th career win. Levan Stables, Megan Levan, R. Freeze, and Hank Levan own. Hank Levan trains and drives. Hank's second winner on the card, the mile 2 minutes, 2/5. This race sponsored by the Shelby County Fair. The winner, 220. 480 on the try. 320 for the exact tip. Number 1, made by Cruiser Oz, 5. 2 King Finale, the winner of the 3 Mamas Holy Terror, finished 4th. 4 Win Lottie, 3, the 5 Prince Friedrich, 2 minutes, 2/5. The quarter, 31-3. The half, 101-3. 3/4, 132-2. Gives you a top down of a 5-1-4, 3-2 on the bottom, and we're on to the 11th race. Field of 5, 3rd division, 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers.
All right. How many miles do you think Hank walks a
Walks.
day? I just saw him take the bike off and walk back to his rig. You know, either he's going to warm up one or get one ready. Yeah, he's got one in this race. So.
You talk about people that have a system down as far as racing out of their trailer is the Levan.
Yes.
That's for sure. And I think you were up there when Doug and I were talking. We slowed down just a touch. It wasn't too bad, but it's always like it's the same horsemen almost everywhere you go that just aren't quite ready, but it's never the Levans. Doesn't matter how many they're racing that day. They are on top of it.
I wonder how many he's got in his barn.
We were just there for Freshman Focus, and we talked about it. And I'm trying to think. That was the first time I had actually been to their home track since they built it a handful of years ago now, and I can't remember how many stalls there are.
Does he have a half or a 5/8 mile?
I think it's a half.
Is it
yeah,
half?
it's a half.
Okay.
It's a half, and it's very secluded.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's off the road quite a ways, and it's kind of back between in a cornfield, really.
Okay.
So especially, early on, how much fair racing the Levans do. I think it's a little bit of a system shock for their 2-year-olds because, I mean, the only thing they see there, they get pretty used to deer back there, but that's about it. But I don't know. I'm going to say, was it 30-ish in the barn? I do think that he's had recently a couple, have some injuries and whatnot and turn some out. But I think he also does some like purchasing mid-year and things like that. So I'm sure he's roughly around 30 head.
All right. Well, let's take a quick break here and hear from our sponsors, and we'll come back, look at the 11th race.
Do you love horses and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
We are back and headed into race 11, 3rd division of Freshman Colt Pacers. Field of 5. We've had full fields. Every single race we've had at least a full gate. And it's been hovering between 5 and 6 for all of the 2- and 3-year-old stakes. And I think our biggest race, same vein as last night, is the free-for-all.
Free-for-all.
We've got 2 trailers, so a field of 7 for those older horses. And we're already out. Let's go to the post parade. Doug's rolling.
4, blanket by the Shelby County Fair. These are the horses. Number 1, The Town Buckeye. The driver, Jason Beatty. Number 2 is Catchy Now, driven by Hank Levan. Here's the 5. Got a sporting chance. Scott Ferguson drives. Passing in front of the stand shortly, the 4, Jackson Fire, Doc Holliday. Still not on the track, the 3, Mini Monte. Waiting on the 3.
All right, so 11th race coming up. We got The Town Buckeye, probably one of the. This is going to be a good one. You got 2 of them that's 5 for 5 in this race.
Ooh, somebody's streak is going to come to a close.
It is. Yeah, The Town Buckeye. Jason Beatty.
The 3, Mini Monte, is coming to the track and will race. Carson Conrad will drive.
Let's go ahead and take a look. 3rd division, freshman Colt Pacers, $3,894 from the rail. The Town Buckeye, Craig Bowman trains Jason Beatty for the drive, owned by Michael Fletcher of Greenville. This is a Fear the Dragon gelding out of Ashley's Quick, a Quick Pulse Mendel mare, 5 for 5, undefeated, $18,000 already on the year. And truthfully, I mean, all of that's been made at the fairs.
Yep.
I guess we've got one start. One start at Scioto Downs, I'll mention, and 54 flat. And I remember this colt goal when I was there that night. That 54 flat mile that he was a winner in, 27-2 final quarter. Just recently came off of a win at Washington in the Fayette County Classic for a $10,000 purse over there. That's a nice, fair purse, but as I said, undefeated. Hopefully he can keep that streak tonight.
Yep. The 2, Catching L, Hank Levan, trains and drives. Catch the Fire gelding, Levan Stables, Dharma Full Racing Enterprises, and Megan Levan own. 6 starts on the year. We need to break the streak. Last 5 starts, he's finished 5th. So he can't finish any worse than 5th today, but let's see if we can't hit the board here. Does have a 3rd place finish. Probably, I'm going to guess, either Paulding or Circleville. Can't see it. Pacing around 2.6. 2.5, did have a 2.3 mile there at Bucyrus last week.
The 3, Carson Conrad for Steve Carter, Mini Monte. This is a Monty Mickey gelding out of a Fear the Dragon mare. Remember the Dragon. 3 seasonal starts with 1 second and 1 third place finish. So we've been getting progressively better every single start, but we're still looking to break the maiden. Last time out was at Pikeden with a 2nd and 2:04 flat. Originally a $55,000 purchase from the Ohio Selected Sale.
The 4, Jackson Fire, other undefeated colt in this race. Kenny Holliday trains and drives for Greg Luther Racing. Now the American Ideal mare, Anagata, 5 for 5, all at the fairs, starting with Circleville, Ottawa, Wilmington, Lebanon, Washington Courthouse. Yeah, there's not much more you can say. Took the mark of 57-4 over at Wilmington last quarter and 28-2 there. Did qualify there at Scioto, 58-3 last quarter and 28-1.
The 5, Scott Ferguson, owns, trains, and drives, as well as bred. This dancing Yankee gelding got a sporting chance. 4 seasonal starts. Still looking to hit the board, but we've made just under $800 on the year. 2 back at Lebanon. Did have a 4th place finish in 2:05 and 3. This is going to be an interesting group by all means. And talk about return on investment. Jackson Fire, undefeated, has over $10,000 on his card in those 5 starts. A $9,000 purchase originally from the Blooded Horse Sale. And let's talk about the one, the Town Buckeye, a $7,000 purchase from the Ohio Selected. Also 5 for 5 with $18,000 made.
Yeah, those are the ones you dream of, but they're rare to get.
They are. It's tough, but a horse never knows. You know, they never know what you pay for them. That's why we've seen, I mean, multiple horses in the $100,000 range racing at the fairs.
Yeah. So it's a gamble. That's
why we do what we do,
it
right?
is, yeah. So your Z-Town Buckeye, 1-2 favorite. Jackson Fire, even money. Yeah, it's basically going to be a 2-horse race. Going to be interesting who gets to the lead here in this first turn.
You know, and it's always possible. We kind of have a match, and somebody else swoops from behind because our quarters might be wicked between the two. You know.
Yeah.
Gino Colton, Gelding Pacers, 3rd Division, $3,894. All in behind the Mike Webkenberg starting gate. Here they come. The rough and pacing. 3 of them out for the lead. The Town Buckeyes won the early battle. Catching on the inside, 2nd. On the outside, Jackson Fires. He got to take a tuck as they head up the backside. Racing next and 4th is Catching Allen, trailing the field. Got the sporting chances ahead up the backside. The Town Buckeye will dictate the fractions. 2-hole trip to Mini Monte. 3rd, Jackson Fire. Racing 4th, Catching Allen. Got a sporting chance, trails the field. They step by the opening quarter, and The Town Buckeye and Jason Beatty have them by the quarter and even 30 seconds as they race around the turn. Mini Monte is next. Jackson Fire 3rd. Racing 4th, Catching Allen. Got a sporting chance, trails the field. No movement as yet to go after the leader. The Town Buckeye. Racing 2nd is Mini Monte. Jackson Fire 3rd. 4th is Catching Allen. Got a sporting chance, trails the field, and they're halfway home. It's a 2-length lead for The Town Buckeye. They're halfway home. They're at the half in 59 and 2. Mini Monte is 2nd. Jackson Fire 3rd. Catching Allen 4th. Got a sporting chance, trails the field across the backside for the final time, and The Town Buckeyes had it his way so far. Mini Monte is 2nd. Jackson Fire will come to the outside shortly. 4th is Catching Allen. Got a sporting chances 5th and opening up by 2. The Town Buckeye, he has him into the far turn. The Town Buckeye at the 3/4 in 1:31. They circle the far turn, and The Town Buckeye with each and every stride has him by 5. Make it 6. On the outside, Mini Monte 2nd. Jackson Fire 3rd. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. The Town Buckeye and Jason Beatty by 7, by 8, by 9. The Town Buckeye 6 for 6 in 2026. Mini Monte 2nd. Jackson Fire will finish 3rd. 2 minutes, 2/5.
Nice, easy training mile. 2 minutes, 2/5. The Town Buckeye remains undefeated. 6 for 6. Craig Bowman gets the training win. Jason Beatty with the drive. That's the first time Jason's been behind that horse as well. Luke Ebersol actually has been his main mount.
Saw that now. Good mile for Mini Monte. Carson.
Yeah, he threw a wrench into things, as you said. I'm sure it was those two that probably they were the only ones that were going to leave the gate, and it's just not how it worked out. I mean, Carson stuck with him for a while, but the Town Buckeye, I mean, he's just a nice horse. He likes to go wire to wire, so it'd be interesting if we do see a little bit more competition later on in the season. But I'm going to go and say that he might not be staked to anything else. He might just be staked to the fairs, and that's why we're –
I had heard there was a horse.
Nice horse,
yeah, that was just stake to the fairs.
Which obviously there's plenty of money to be made, but I think that horse could swing it with some nicer horses. up in at least the mid-tier, at least the Buckeye Stallion Series.
Easy.
But it's hard. When you're staking them on March 15th, you do not know what you have, especially with a 2-year-old. And that's a lot of money to just hope.
It is.
When you're staking across the board to the Sire Stakes, to the Ohio State Fair's its own, and the Breeders' Crown, not the Breeders' Crown, well, technically yes, but the Breeders' Championship at Delaware, and even the Buckeye. I don't even know what they're across the board. I can't remember off the top of my head how much it costs to stake across the board of the Buckeye.
$250, I thought.
I think you're right.
The son of Fear the Dragon out of the Paul Spindale mare. Ashley's quick. Mike Fletcher, Greenville, Ohio, owns the one. The Town Buckeye. Craig Bowman trains 6 for 6 this year. Pacing a mile, 2 minutes and 2/5. Blanket by the Shelby County Fair, the one. The Town Buckeye, Jason Beatty.
No blanket this race.
Oh, I'm actually kind of surprised.
Yeah.
I'm always happy, though. Craig has a nice 3-year-old, the Town Mailman that,
Results are official. The one, the Town Buckeye, the winner. To catching out 4, number 3, Mini Money 2. For Jackson Fire 3, the 5, got a sporting chance 5. 2 minutes, 2/5. 30 seconds, 59 and 2, 131. 1, 4, 2, 3, 5 on the bottom. 12th race up next. Number 3, Fully Naughty, will be driven by Randy Smith. Randy Smith, the 3, Fully Naughty. Jefferson Hanover, Dublin, Sidney. Fully Naughty out of range. Lane holding court. Mickey's Money. We're ready for you. Bring them to the track.
As I was kind of wrapping up my thoughts there, Ken Holiday also has a very small stable. But it is nice to see somebody like Craig, races out of Greenville. I don't even know how many he technically has that he trains. It can't be very many, and you always want to root for people like that.
You do, yeah. Not that we want to root against big stables, but yeah, everybody likes
There's a little
the
extra
underdogs.
in. Yeah, and I say you're right. Even the underdog's a dog, though, right?
That's right. Yep.
That was a good race. That was a good one. 2 minutes, 2/5 for the Town Buckeye. Nice training mile for that guy. Turning the page, race 12 of 16 coming up. 3rd division, sophomore colt trotters, $4,590. You got kind of some, really only one change that we've got coming up in a field of 6. Doug was already calling them out, so we're going to move right along with them. Join us back here in just a moment. Let's thank our sponsors.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Yes. Race 12 coming up.
Chris has got a comment for everything.
Oh,
doesn't
you
he?
should have heard last night. He actually talked a bit with us last night between, it was Sam Mayhew and myself. I drug Chris into quite a lot of a conversation. You want to talk about a colorful commentary, though. Will always be Chris.
Sure.
And he said some things tonight that I know that didn't go through because he always mutes himself, but he's a character, that's for sure.
So Chris did edited. Well, I don't know. He was supposed to edit. Gave his headphones back on. My roundtable discussion. Yeah. So.
were you talking about me? You're both looking at me.
Yes. Actually, the entire time you've been gone, we've done nothing but talk about you. Nothing good.
I was
if you're
gone for like
wondering.
10 seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing good. I look for every opportunity.
Okay.
Looked like you was going to the bathroom, but you got in behind a
Yeah.
slow crowd. And
then he
Yeah.
said
Life.
3 are out already, so.
yeah,
Well, if you got to
Well,
go, I can pretend to
yeah.
run a camera, at least for the post parade.
I've ran it before.
Which
Oh.
leads me to our newest sponsor.
Stop.
Jeremy.
What?
Here you
It's
go.
real weird. It's real weird.
So,
It's not. Not a. He wanted me to give that to you, and I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I have no clue.
Look at the directions.
Yeah. Anyway, need three for race 12 while you're taking a gander and.
Chris's oddities that he.
Ay, ay, ay.
It's
I'm
hygienic.
just curious what your apartment or your house looks like.
It's full of these.
It's got to be full of mushrooms, too.
I legally can't talk about that.
You were talking about lion's mane last night.
Lion's mane, yes. Stuff like those kind of mushrooms.
Yes. Yes, those
Um,
kinds of mushrooms.
Lion's mane is great for the brain.
We've had this conversation multiple times, though.
Have we?
We have.
I don't remember.
You first introduced me. That's not good. You first introduced me to the lion's mane when at Dayton. When I was pretending to run not photo finish. Yeah, was it photo finish? Yeah.
I forgot you
Yeah,
did
when
photo finish
when I filled in that one year.
Yeah.
On occasion.
So you're a jack of all trades too.
I was at one time. Well, actually, you know what I did this morning all day was haul horses for my mom. So.
You know what, Ashley?
What?
If you would like to run the television department.
No,
at
thank you.
Dayton
No,
and Miami
thank you.
Valley.
Are they looking for somebody?
I think they are.
There's an opening.
Yeah.
Maybe Ellen. Ellen can do it.
No.
No?
No. That would require multitasking. I was trying to go all night without talking about her.
Oh, I'm sorry. And of
Chris
course,
missed that
I'm
one,
the
though.
one.
Yes.
Sorry, Ellen.
All right.
The horses are on the track for the 12th race. 3-year-old Colt and Gilding Trot for $4,590. Sponsored by Shelby County Fair. Randy Smith to drive the 3. Number 1 is Jefferson Hanover, the drivers, Doc Holliday. Number 2, Dublin Sidney, Alex Hawk driving. 3, Fully Naughty, the driver, Randy Smith. 5, Lane Holding Court, Jeff Nicesonger drives. Number 6 is Mickey's Money, the driver, Jason Beatty. Coming to the track, the 4, Out of Range, Carson Conrad in the sulky. Win place exacta, trifecta. They're going to the gate in about 3 minutes. Don't be shut out.
Yeah, Ellen's got spies, so they text her when I'm talking
when
about
she's brought
her.
up.
Yes.
Well, blame Chris. He really was the cause.
He was. 12th race here, 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trot's 3rd division. The 1, Jefferson Hanover with Kenny Holiday trains. Greg Luther Racing owns Ready for Money Gelding. 8 starts, has won half of them this year. A little over $14,000 in the bank. Coming off of a win over at Lebden, gate to wire, with Holiday in the bike. Does have a winning mark at 56-1 at Scioto. Non-winners are 1.
Kenny's got a lot of nice horses this year.
He does.
He really does. The 2, though, Alex Hawk for Phil Groves, right here out of Sidney, Ohio. This is a What the Hill Gelding, Dublin, Sidney. 11 starts on the year. I do have a line to be announced in Marysville, and I was at every single one of those races, and I don't think it was a winner. I do not believe so. I'm trying to think back a whole day, and that's not it.
Yeah.
Dublin, Sydney, 11 seasonal starts. Still looking for the first win of the year. We've hit a board, though, a total of 4 times in 2026. $4,700 on the year, but, man, this was one did very well last year. $42,000 made in 15 starts as a freshman. So far this year, though, we go a few back to Wilmington. Unfortunately, didn't hit the board, but we were in the money with a 4th place finish. 2 minutes, 2 fifths.
The 3, Fully Naughty, Randy Smith now driving for trainer Jessica Smith, owner Amelia Smith, the full count gelding. 6 starts on the year, a lot of X's on the board here. Yeah, Randy's got to do something, go back to that drawing board, try to figure him out, see what's going on here.
Are they? The vaulting. Oh, yep. I did. You didn't. We'll talk about it here in a moment as we go through. Out of range, Carson Conrad on the 4. This is a Stevie Carter horse in range. Gelding of a Chapter 7 mare. Coming off a wire-to-wire win at Piketon, but the start before that stepped it up into the Buckeye Stallion Series at Scioto Downs. Was second, back by quite a bit, but back behind Big Ranger. So still raced very big for Out of Range. And a mile, trotting mile, 54-2 final quarter, 28-2, 4 wins, 3 seconds, and 1 third place finish. $27,000 made in just 10 starts.
The 5, Lane Holden Court, Jeff Nysong are going to drive for trainer Mark Winters. Harry Horowitz Estate owns. I wonder why Mark's not driving this one. Probably because Jeff's coming off of a win with him at Washington Courthouse, gate to wire. 12 starts on the year, 3 wins, over $38,000 in the bank. Was a winner back in early June up at Northfield in the Stallion Series. Had a 3rd place and a couple 3rd place finishes in the Stallion Series. Second in the Gable final up at Scioto, late closer. So trotting 54 consistently up at Scioto.
Round out the field from the 2nd tier, Bobby Joe Brewer sends out Jason Beatty behind Mickey's Money. This is her black, ready for money gelding. 3 seasonal starts, so coming a little bit later on the year for 3-year-old. Still looking for the first win of the season, but we have hit the board with a single 2nd place finish and a single 3rd place finish. We were 2nd all the way back on June 20th at Circleville, was 2nd just by a neck and 2:06 flat. We do have a faster mile time, though. The start after that at Wilmington was 3rd in 2 minutes and 1/5. $1,800 on the year, $26,000 last year in 16 starts as a freshman.
A decent little field here we got. Yeah, this could one of those that could be open to anybody. Lane Holding Court, big miles, Out of Range, really big miles. And then don't forget about Doc Holliday on the rail with Jefferson Hanover. He's got 4 out of 6 wins. So send it up to Doug.
Here they come. They were up and trotting Out of Range. Carson Conrad sends him right to the front. Lane Holding Court on the outside is 2nd, and All Stride is Out of Range. Out of Range jumps it off. We got a new leader. Lane Holding Court leads the way. Dublin Sidney right there, 2nd. All Stride is Jefferson Hanover moving through. Mickey Money, and at the back of the pack, Fully Naughty after the miscue. Across the backside they trot. Lane Holding Court, 3-year-old Bago, son of Lane of Stone, leads the way as they race into the turn. Leading away, Lane Holding Court will take them by the opening quarter. Dublin Sidney racing 2nd, racing 3rd. Mickey's Money racing 4th. Out of Range, opening quarter trotted in 31 1/5. Jefferson Hanover is next, and trailing the field is Fully Naughty. Straight alignment, passing the stands first time. Lane Holding Court, Jeff Nysonger lead the way. Right there, 2nd. Dublin Sidney racing 3rd. That is Mickey Money racing 4th. Out of Range racing 5th. Jefferson Hanover, and trailing the field Fully Naughty. They're halfway home and out and on the move. Mickey's Money off a half in 101 1/5. Lane Holding Court the leader on the outside. Mickey's Money with every stride comes after that leader. Dublin Sidney's locked in. He's 3rd. 4th is Out of Range. 5th is Jefferson Hanover. 6th and off stride is Fully Naughty. Across the backside, Lane Holding Court will guide him on over to the 3/4 and opens up at 3 into the turn. Mickey's Money is 2nd, racing 3rd. Dublin Sidney 4th on the outside is Out of Range. They're at the 3/4 in 1:33 1, and they circle the far turn, and they're all chasing Lane Holding Court, the leader by 3. Mickey's Money the closest 2nd. Here comes Jefferson Hanover. They're closing in on the leader. 4th is Out of Range, racing 5th. Dublin Sidney, they're off the turn. Lane Holding Court coming to the line. He leads the way. Needs the line on the outside. Jefferson Hanover on the line. Lane Holding Court. Jeff Nysonger gets his 2nd on the card. Jefferson Hanover 2nd. Mickey's Money 3rd. Out of Range will finish 4th. 2:03, the winning time.
Not a bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
29's changed on the end of it.
A little uncharacteristic, though, for a couple of our breakers there. But that was Jeff Nysonger for Mark Winters. Lane holding court. A lane of stone. Gelding gets the win in 2:03 flat. Final quarter 29-4. Throws a wrench into things.
It did.
For Lane holding court, that is the 13th seasonal start. 4th win, 2nd in a row. Was a winner last time out at Washington Courthouse. Adds a couple extra $1,000 to the card. Now over $40,000 made on the year alone. Very lightly started last year as a 2-year-old. Had one start, shut him down very early, obviously for good reason, whether that be, you know, I'm sure maybe some growing pains, things of that nature, especially after only one start. But it's nice when you can see a trainer see that.
Yes.
And know that there's horse yet to be made and later on in their racing career.
And Mark's very wise, too. I mean, to the he
well, don't tell him that.
Oh, I will.
Association for 3-year-old colt and gelding trotters for $4,590. Number 5, Lane holding court. Harry Horowitz Estate, Brooklyn, New York. Mark Winters trains. 3-year-old bay goat, son of a lane of stone out of the SJ's Caviar mare. Court Street, 4th career win in 14
Old Chucky,
tries.
one speed.
Trotting the mile, 2:03. Lane holding court, blanket by Shelby County Fair. Jeff Nysonger take the 3rd division of the 3-year-old colt and gelding trot.
Jeff Nysonger, that's his 2nd driving win. And I'm trying to think, Mark has had, that's his 2nd of the evening as well.
Results are official. Number 1, Jefferson, Hanover 2. Number 2, Dublin, Sidney 5. The 3, Fully 96. 4, Out of Range 4, 5. Lane holding court, the winner. 6, Mickey's Money 3, 2:03. 31-1, 101-1, 133-1. Rechecking 256-413 on the bottom. On to the 13th, field of 5. No changes. 4th division, 2-year-old colt and gelding trot. Win place exacted.
Well, we'll talk about Ellen. Because I didn't know if Brad was going to be up here or not. Brad Conrad. Because Ellen's at Scioto tonight.
Did Brad? Brad didn't take a night off, did he?
He must have.
Well, he was in Marysville with me yesterday, and I said, you coming to Sidney? He said, no, I'm going to go home and work. And I said, so he's the only one that didn't have to pull a doubleheader because Lisa pulled a doubleheader. Chris and I were doubles. Our photo finish, Jim, he's back today, isn't he, Chris?
Yep, he's up there.
I say he was a double yesterday. It actually worked out, I mean, quite nice. I only live 30 minutes away, though, so I wasn't complaining too much because I knew my drive home wasn't too bad. Turning the page, race 13, just a few more to go. 4th division, though, of freshman colt trotters, $3,700. Looking for a field of 5. There will be a driver change because Jeff Nysonger is listed on both of Mark Winters. Well, Mark Winters Jr. and Senior. So we'll see who he picks. Is he going to go with Dad, you think? He might stick on Dad. So we'll come back in just a moment with hopefully a driver change for you coming up in race 13.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's county fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
We are back, and I think, oh no, you can look, Chris, you can get it. The vaulting is, Yesterday, it was a whole topic of conversation on air when Sam was with me. I thought when I parked behind the Horsemen and walked over, this used to be a circus over there. I don't know if you remember that from last year. And we, Chris and I noticed like the circus setup wasn't there. I was like, well, I walked through there. There was a bunch of, draft horses. And I was like, well, maybe it's the, I couldn't remember the name, what it was called, like the gymnastics on horseback.
Okay.
And it took me a minute to remember that's equestrian vaulting.
Okay.
And they have multiple shows a day.
Oh,
and
do they?
Yeah, I say. So that's what that is over there.
Well, you gotta find something different for fairs. I mean,
no, but really, that's what the fair boards are for. And actually, OHHA goes because we answer a lot of questions about our racing programs and how we send each fair money and what to do with it and yada yada yada. There's a big OFMA conference, Ohio Fair Managers Association conference. Usually like the second weekend of January every year, and that's where a lot of these fairs will go and book their acts for the entire fair. It's an interesting place. There's like the stilts, the people on the stilts and stuff walking around the downtown Columbus Convention Center. You've got clowns, you've got bands, everything else. Just trying to get booked. Are you going up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here he is.
Give us just a minute. We're going to head to the post parade. Ken Holiday on the 5 if you didn't get that.
The horses. Number 1, Holloway, the driver, Alex Hawk. Number 2, Country Ranger, Melvin Schmucker drives. Jeff Nyssunger driving at 3, Bullseye Lane. Number 4, Uncle Fashion with Ed Greeno Jr. The 5, Crooked Big Tom, Doc Holliday in the sulky. Horse to take 1 score and go to the gate. Win place exacta trifecta. 3 minutes. They'll be to the gate in 3. Don't be shut out.
3 minutes to the gate. So I guess we're headed right there. 4th division of these freshman colt trotters. Holloway from the rail. Randy Smith trains for daughter Madison Smith. This is a creatine colt driven by Alex Hawk. Last time out at Lebanon, did have a 3rd place finish in 2:08 and 4. 4 lifetime starts, still looking to break the maiden.
The 2, Country Ranger for trainer, driver, owner Melvin Schmucker. In-range colt out of the Guccio mare, Guccio's Lady. No starts on the year. Very first starter here. No qualifiers. Nothing. I've got nothing on this one. The Melvin's driving.
Bullseye Lane starting from the 3rd post position for Mark Winters. Jeff Nyssunger chose on this one. This is an in-range gelding. Harry Howowitz estate did breed and does currently still own. 3 lifetime starts with 2 wins. We are looking to go 3 in a row. Was a winner at Wilmington and Washington Courthouse. Timed the faster mile at Wilmington in 2:06 and $7,100 on the year.
The 4, Uncle Fashion. Ed Greeno Jr. drives and trains for E.G. Trot. Uncle Peter Cole out of the Chip Chip Hooray mare Rompaway Jazzy. $6,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. 4 starts on the year, 2 wins, 2 seconds. Was showing some breaks early on and then got it figured out. The last 2 starts, Bucyrus, gate to wire winner. Wilmington, gate to wire winner, 2, 4, and 1.
Man, that's nice when you put all that work in and you know that it's going to click. It just has to click.
Yeah.
And now we're looking for another 3 in a row. 5 horse is Ken Holiday for Mark Winters Jr. This is a long Tom gelding, Crooked Big Tom. 3 lifetime starts with 1 win, and that came last go back at Washington Courthouse was wire to wire there, and that's his home track, yeah?
Yep.
Home track and 2:11-4. Start before that, did try to step up into the Buckeye Stallion Series. Unfortunately, drew the 8-hole, got away in the back of the pack, and probably just couldn't make up a ton of ground because it is tough. You tend to chase them. You get away in the back of the pack at Scioto Downs. But $4,700 made on the year for Crooked Big Tom.
In that Buckeye Stallions race, they got to the half in 1:02, went to mile 58 and 4.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, when you get away that back, it's hard to make up ground. So, 4-5 favorite right now is Bullseye Lane, Jeff Nysonger. So we got a couple of them here. We got 3 of them coming off of wins.
I know, so somebody's
Streak's
going to
gonna
feel
end.
a little defeated.
Yeah.
That's what makes a good racing, though.
It does. It's interesting. See, first turn will kind of determine a lot of stuff because we know Jeff likes the front end.
Yeah, if you let Jeff on the front, he's going to set the fractions for himself for sure.
Yeah. Which he's supposed to. Then Greeno, he likes to sit there and very, very good with the trotters. Ed is. I saw through the trot and hobbles on for a qualifier at Scioto, run toward the end of the mile, took him back off, and that's when he started winning. So sometimes it just clicks with these 2-year-olds. And sometimes you hope it does a little quicker than normal. You come to the end of the season around, I don't know, what's the late fair? Yeah, Marietta.
McConnellsville.
The Southeastern Circuit. And then they start figuring it out, and you're like, well, season's done.
And then you need to shut down,
yeah,
realistically, to make sure they're still fresh for their 3-year-old year. Moving into position for the 13th, 4th Division, freshman Colt Trotters, $3,765 from the rail out. Halloway, Country Ranger, Bullseye Lane, Uncle Fashion, and Crooked Big Tom. Full gate.
Trotters are rolling behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're rough and pace trotting. Bullseye Lane goes right out to the front, up the inside. Halloway comes out in second. Uncle Fashion at the outside third, coming out in fourth. As they head up the backside, Crooked Big Tom and trailing the field. That's Melvin Schmucker and a Country Ranger down the backside, going to the opening quarter. Jeff Nysonger, Bullseye Lane on the front end. 2-hole trip to Uncle Fashion and Ed Greeno racing third as they race by the opening quarter. Crooked Big Tom racing next around the turn. Halloway and trailing the field. Country Ranger by the quarter in 34 2/5. Around the turn to the 3/8 on top of the field. Bullseye Lane, 2-year-old brown good son of in range, looking for his third of the season in 4 tries, shows the way for Nysonger. Uncle Fashion gets that 2-hole trip, trotting third. Crooked Big Tom, we got 2 breakers at the back, Halloway and a Country Ranger. They're halfway home and leading the way. Bullseye Lane, Jeff Nysonger, Uncle Fashion right there, second. Crooked Big Tom third, off a half in 105 and a 5th. Halloway racing fourth, racing fifth. Country Ranger, they're 3/8 out and they're all chasing Bullseye Lane to the backside. Uncle Fashion across the backside for the final time. Crooked Big Tom third, fourth Halloway, fifth and trailing Country Ranger. Midpoint of the backside, they near 3/4 with the lead. Bullseye Lane, they're into the far turn. Bullseye Lane begins to open up. He inches away, leads it by 3. Uncle Fashion is next. Crooked Big Tom, Halloway, and Country Ranger 3/4, 1:37 3, and they're at the top of the stretch with a little better than an 1/8 of a mile to trot. Bullseye Lane has the lead, and on the outside, Uncle Fashion jumps it off. He's all alone. Bullseye Lane is all alone on the front end. He should coast from there. It's Bullseye Lane, Jeff Nysonger. Jeff will get his third on the card. 7th in the 2-day meet here at Sidney. Crooked Big Tom home second, finishing third. Uncle Fashion in 2:07 2/5.
I guess when you see that final mile time, 2:07, and she's at 2:07 and 2/5. Say after we got to the 3/4, 1:37 and 3. So quite a, what is that, 29 and another 29 and 4. Wow. Jeff, Jeff set it up for sure, and that was for Bullseye Lane. 3rd lifetime win, 3 in a row in just 4 starts.
I do have to say, I am going to make fun of my wife. So I saw something. Horse Greeno's got his horse has something on. My wife, she called me or texted me, said something. She said, "Hey, there's a trotter. It's like they've got like the hobbles around the front legs."
Okay.
I'm like, okay. Said, but they're like knee boots. I'm like, what are you talking about? She said they're hanging like knee boots, but they're around the front legs. They're like trotting hobbles. I could not for the life think of what she was trying to describe.
Yeah, right.
And then she worked last night at Soda. I took the granddaughter up, and her and I hung out a little bit. And Ellen goes, "Hey, right there. Those are I'm like, oh, those are elbow boots."
Oh, okay. I say I wasn't paying close enough attention when Uncle Fashion came by to even reference what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. He's got elbow boots, which is rare. I mean, you don't see much anymore.
Gully be in range out of the Linda the Bear. Wisteria Lane, Harry Horowitz Estate, Brooklyn, New York Gones. Mark Winters trains. Jeff Neisanger in the sulky. Jeff's 3rd winner on the card. 3rd in 4 tries for Bullseye Lane. Home winner, 2:07 2/5. Blanket by the Shelby County Fair. Results are official. Number 1, Holloway 4. Number 2, Country Ranger 5. 3, Bullseye Lane the winner. The 4, Uncle Fashion 3. 5, Crooked Big Tom 2. 2:07 2/5. 34 and 2, 105 and 1, 137 and 3, 4-5, 1, 3, 2 on the bottom. 14th is up. It's coming up in 10 minutes. Scratch the 5, rock, paper, smash. Scratch the 5, rock, paper, smash. When plays exact a try on the 14th. D-Town Mailman, our cold of many color. Shelley's Fast Fool, Catch the Rain, bring 'em on.
There's his 3-year-old.
I was going to say, I was just talking about the Town Mailman a couple races ago. So we'll have plenty of time to talk about it.
We will, yep.
We will. Scratch down to a field of 4. Race 14 coming up next. Join us in just a moment. We'll get to going.
Don't miss the North American Standardbred Mixed Sale in Mount Hope, Ohio, December 18th. Only 2 sales in and already gaining attention across North America. This exciting young sale specializes in high-quality racehorses, broodmare prospects, and stallion shares with industry-leading pedigrees. One of our exciting graduates is world record holder Allegiant, headlining a growing list of successful sale graduates. Last year's sale topper was refined at $260,000, followed by Stardust Volo at $250,000. Visit the North American Standardbred Mixsale.com and join us December 18th in Mount Hope, Ohio.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Horse up to took his horse up to get looked at and stuff. He's like, "Hey," he said, "even the announcer sent me a text saying he's off in the left rear." I'm like, gee, thanks, Mike.
Are we back, Chris?
Yeah.
We are back. Race 14 scratch down to a field of 4. Quick change.
Yep.
The one now driven by Ken Holliday, the Town Mailman. Jason Beatty chose on the 3.
He did. Yeah. Drove the 3 last couple starts. So, yeah. Sometimes you just got to make that choice.
Right.
And
Hope you chose correct.
Yeah, a lot of factors. How does your mom choose what drivers?
Speaking of that, I think JD just my mom texted me, and then I saw JD in the comments updated. We call her Suma because she's a summa cum laude. Magical evening, just raced, and she was 6 after just winning last week.
Yeah.
Up at Northfield. I think Justin Irvine drove her up there and actually did a great job. I think it was Irvine up there, did a great job with her. And Ronnie Gillespie's actually kind of been our main man lately. And then he's been ducking everything, which is not like Ronnie.
Yeah.
He's pretty aggressive. That's kind of why we wanted to use him, but he's been ducking everything of ours lately. Okay. Mom really tries to find somebody loyal, like that we can. It bounces back and forth. Actually, I'll be honest, Dan Noble was her main, especially when we go up north. And I actually think that's who drove. We were just having a conversation about this. Shoot, who was I talking to? Probably wasn't on air. We've got a Knob Creek Money is our nice trotter, sire stake trotter. Of course, he's not a big Ranger trotter by any means. We know that, but he drew in to the state fair, drew pretty well, easier division, and he drew the 2-hole. And I think Trevor's probably back on him, but when go up north, Danny drives. So it kind of just depends. She tries to find somebody loyal that she doesn't think is going to pick off constantly, but it's hard, somebody like Chris Page, if you've got a Burke horse in there, he's gonna take the Burke horse for obvious reasons. So it's kind of pick and choose. Luke Ebersol drove a lot for us over the winter, and I think we're gonna start putting him on a few more because there are a few horses that we have that no one could get along with, but Luke does a good job. Yeah, we have a big old burly trotter. He's 5 coming. Is he 5 this year? 5? I don't even know, actually. I think he's going to be 5 next year when he comes back for, Miami Valley and stuff. No one can get along with this thing, but Luke does, right? And then we actually had the conversation last night where trainers even, there's no one tactic. Sometimes you just need a change of scenery. It's almost like that with drivers, too.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I know, like me having a 1 or 2 horse stable, it was hard for me to keep a consistent driver.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. Now, when you got some sire stake horses, they'll tend to decent horses they want to stick on, but it is tough. And I don't know, my mom's kind of had an all across the board season, some really good weeks. Right now, it's kind of a tough week. I think she almost has some sickness going through the barn. I don't think she's pulled blood or scoped anything recently, but everything is just kind of like dead. Nothing, not really want to grab a hold of a bit, not sure what's going on. And our barn at Urbana, it's the newer barn built about 10, almost 10 years ago. This might be year 10 actually, but it's not designed the best. There's not a ton of airflow. It gets real dusty and stuffy, and we almost have this problem every year where we're thinking it might be the barn. Just getting everything stuffed up, and it's hard. We don't have anything to open,
So let's send it up to Doug for the post parade of the 14th.
These are the horses. Number 2, our colt of many color. The driver's Jeff Nicesonger. Number 3, Shelley's Fast Fool. Jason Beatty drives. Here's the 4, Catch the Rain with Alex Hawk. And from the rail, the 1, the Town Mailman. Doc Holliday is in the sulky. We're going to scratch the 5. Rock, paper, smash. They're going to take 1 score, and they're going to the gate, and they'll be there in about 3 minutes.
All right, let's get to it. The Town Mailman from the rail. Ken Holliday drives. Craig Bowman trains. This is a well-said gelding of a Pet Rock mare. 2 back was a winner at Hilliard in a 2 minutes, 2 fifths. Even further back, though, we're headed to Miami Valley and Scioto Downs. He can go pretty consistently around 54 and a piece. 1 seasonal win that I mentioned at Hilliard in 11 starts this year, $15,000 in 2026. Lifetime, $53,000 for the Town Mailman.
The 2 are colt of Benny Collars. Jeff Nicesonger trains and drives for CIS Racing. The Roan Gelding, Fool Me Once. 12 starts on the year. To me, I've watched this horse a little bit this summer, and it seems like Jeff just gets frustrated with this horse because he'll throw in a really good mile,
and then
just a kind of a dull performance. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm seeing things, but it seems like I think Jeff's got more expectations of this horse, and just sometimes he just flattens out a little bit. cut the mile last week at Lebanon. Just got beat at the wire there, 2 minutes, 4/5. Couple starts back, he was a winner at Ottawa and Marion. Ottawa 59-2 mile. Has a qualifying record of 55-1 at Miami Valley this year.
Shelly's fast full. Brian George's trains. Jason Beatty in the bike. This is what he chose on. Chose off the 1 on to the 3. Fool Me Once gelding of a Yankee Cruiser mare. 8 seasonal starts with 1 win, and that came last go out at Lebanon. Wire to wire there. Won by over 2 lengths in 57-1. This is another one headed to the Paramutuals. Can go pretty consistently in 54. If I go back, though, to Scioto Downs mid-June, do have a 53-3 mile final quarter there. Was 27-3 for a third place finish. $8,000 on the year for Shelly's Fast Fool.
And rounding out the field with the scratch of the 5 is the 4, Catch the Rain. Alex Hawk on board for Dan O'Mara. Marjorie Paul Hamus owns the Catch the Fire gelding. 7 starts on the year, couple of third place finishes. Those coming to Lebanon and Wilmington, last 2 starts. Did pace 58-4 over at Lebanon. Let's see here. Was over at Hoosier Park there earlier this spring. Pacing around 58 consistently over there. So short field of 4 here. 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, 4th division. They are already in behind the gate. They're wanting to get things wrapped up here.
Well, I think we're about a race and a half is what I'd say behind yesterday's pace, but we're still going good. We've had great racing.
Yep. Send it up to Doug.
Here they come. They were up and pacing. Shelly's Fast Fools fast out of the gate. The Town Mailman protecting that inside position into the turn. Racing next and third, our cold many color trailing the field. Catch the Rain across the backside the first time. The Town Mailman's won the early battle. Getting the 2-hole trip, our cold many color backing off. Shelly's Fast Fool and Catch the Rain trails the field. Straight alignment at the opening quarter. The Town Mailman, 3-year-old Bagel to set up well set, and Doc Holliday showed the way. Our cold many color nose to helmet is second. 32 2/5. Around the turn. Shelly's Fast Fool third. Catch the Rain trails the field fourth. Front to back, they're separated but 5 lengths and out and on the move. Here comes Alex Hawk with Catch the Rain. Now fourth and moving up. The Town Mailman has the lead. Our Cold of Many Colors second. Shelly's Fast Fool. Catch the Rain back in fourth. They're halfway home. They're at the half. The Town Mailman's had it his way so far. Our Cold of Many Color third. Shelly's Fast Fool. Catch the Rain trails off a half in 103. To the 5/8 they go. The Town Mailman, our cold of any color. Shelly's Fast Fool in that order, and Catch the Rain. No movement as they head up the backside. The Town Mailman, our cold of any color. Third, Shelly's Fast Fool. Fourth, Catch the Rain. Into the far turn, still the Town Mailman, our cold of many colors, Shelly's Fast Fool, and Catch the Rain, 3/4, 133 2. They circle the far turn, and the leader still, the Town Mailman. Here comes our cold of many color on the outside. Shelly's Fast Fool third, Catch the Rain fourth. They're off the turn, they're on their way home with the lead. The Town Mailman, he's digging in for everything he's got. They're coming at him. The Town Mailman needs line. Will he get there? The Town Mailman holds off Shelly's Fast Fool, who is skimming the cones on the inside, and our cold of many color in 201 2/5.
All right, big finish there at the end. The Town Mailman under fire from our cold of many colors on the outside. Coming up the inside, Shelly's Fast Fool, but they could not catch the Town Mailman, Kenny Holliday. Got a good breather to the half there in 103 for 3-year-old Payson Colts and Geldings. It's a big break for them. Come big back half, 201 2/5 for the mile there. So the Town Mailman gets back on his winning ways. It's the last 2 out of 3 for him. Kenny Holliday picking up the drive there. And Shelly's fast full drew up the inside there. Beatty kind of making his own passing lane, if you would. So it's a double for Craig Bowman today, the town Buckeye, the town mailman. So good night for the Bowman stable there. 15th race is coming up.
3-year-old colt in Gilling pays Ohio Colt Racing Association for $3,654. Blanket by the Shelby County Fair. Number 1, the town mailman. 3-year-old Bagota, son of Well Said, out of the Pet Rock mare. Highway to Rock. 11th career win, second of the season. Mark Kalina, Columbus, Ohio owns. Craig Bowman trains. Doc Holliday gets his second winning drive of the evening. He had 5 last night. 7 this week in the 2-day meet, tied with Jeff Neisanger for 7 wins each here at the Shelby County Fair. The mile, 2:01 2/5. The town mailman, Doc Holliday, take the 14th. Results are official. The 1, the town mailman, the winner. Number 2, Arcola Mini Color 3. 3, Shelley's Fast Fool 2. 4, Catch the Rain 4. 5, Rock Paper Smash with Scratch. 2:01 2/5. 32 and 2. 103, 133 and 2. 132, 4 Scratch on the bottom. 2:01 2/5. 15th's up in about 8 minutes. Number 1, Do a Little Yankee, Doc Holliday. Doc Holliday the 1, Do a Little Yankee. Number 3, Pee Wee McGee, Mickey Holliday. Mickey Holliday, the 3, Pee Wee McGee. Cheers to you. Raymond L., Pee Wee McGee, you should be dancing and do a little Yankee. Bring 'em on.
All right, we got 14 down. 2 more left to go here. Shelby County Fair. Kenny Holliday on the 1, Mickey Holliday on the 3. So we got 5 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers coming up, 4th division. We'll take a look at them here after a couple words from our sponsors.
For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. At CoverLink Insurance, you're a person, not a policy. Whether you raise crops, livestock, or own the family farm, CoverLink's farm insurance can be tailored to meet your needs. Trusted advice and solutions to protect what matters most. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 Jug Sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm. Consignment.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
All right, back here for the race 15, 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, 4th division. We were just talking about how Ashley's buying horses.
Oh, baby, don't say that on air. I doubt my husband's listening though. He really actually doesn't care. He did not come from this industry or like any livestock industry at all. He works for the government, federal government.
Oh, okay.
Right, Pat.
Oh.
He's a civilian, but he works for the Department of Defense. That's what he does. Things I wouldn't want to do, but he likes it.
Okay.
And he supports it, supports what we do by all means. He knows that I do have a bad horse habit. He's fine with it. He knew that coming into it. He actually really fell in love with the racehorses. He probably follows my mom much closer than he would even like log on to listen to me. but he does like it. He is probably. It took me actually a while to learn how to read a program. Like when I was probably in high school before I really got to understand what was going on in a program. By far, the only person in my life, like the fastest anybody's ever picked up a race program is him. So it's made my life quite a bit easier. He doesn't question when I'm gone for 3/4 of the summer. I probably see him. I bet you and Ella, especially when you were working nights, were kind of the same. Yeah. It's like I see him probably 15 hours a week right now. Yep. Maybe.
Yep. So, yeah, she was, like I said, I took the baby up last night to Scioto, see her Aunt Jazzy.
Oh, that's.
Yep.
She lives right beside you, right?
My daughter.
Your daughter, and then her. What's her daughter's name?
Scarlett.
Gotcha.
Yep. So she's horse crazy.
That could be a bad thing.
That's probably a bad thing. Everybody's wanting to know when you gonna get her a pony. I'm like, she ain't getting no pony.
Getting a racehorse.
She'll get a racehorse, yeah. So yeah, that's. I'm sure that's on the agenda down the road, but right now she has no fear of horses. That's the sad part about it. I love taking her into the barns and just cut her loose, but you got to watch. Yeah. She'll walk right up underneath them. She has no fear of them.
That is tough at that because you don't want them to get hurt, but sometimes, I mean, you do trial by error, yes. I guess. And I was there plenty of times. I remember I was old enough to know better. We were in our old block barn at Urbana, and I don't even know maybe I was feeding horses. I was still pretty young. And I had a ponytail, and I had a baby, come in and grab me by my ponytail and try to drag me in to the stall. I definitely was a little bit more vigilant after that, especially around 2-year-olds.
Oh, yeah. But no, Tori, my daughter, helped out. She knows how to groom and stuff, and she worked for Jeff Smith a couple summers.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
In high school and early college. So she knows about it and stuff. I can take her with me, and she's wanting to make sure we have a horse for Scarlett to, learn to mess with. So Doug's post-parading with or without him. Send it up to Doug.
Sponsored by the Shelby County Fair. Field of 5. Doc Holliday drives the 1. Mickey Holliday the 3. And these are the horses. Number 1, Do a Little Yankee. Driven by Doc Holliday. Number 2, You Should Be Dancing. Jason Beatty, the driver. Number 3, Pee Wee McGee with Mickey Holliday. Number 4, Raymond L., the driver, Hank Levan. And number 5, Cheers to You. Jeff Nicesonger in the sulky. Horses take 1 score and go to the gate. Win place, exacta, trifecta. 3 minutes to post, 3 minutes.
5, 4th Division freshman Colt Pacers, $3,800, almost $3,900, I should say. Do a Little Yankee from the rail, Ken Holiday for Greg Smith. This is Dancing Yankee Black Colt. Very first lifetime start, came at Wilmington with a 4th place finish in 2:04. Unfortunately, did have some bad luck. Last go at Wilmington, got away in the back of the pack, unfortunately stayed there and finished at a distance. But 2 lifetime starts, we do have a few $100 on his card.
The 2, You Should Be Dancing. Jason Beatty drives for Tyler Tinch. Back to Basics Racing owns the Dancing Yankee Chestnut Gelding. 2 starts also. Does have a 2nd place finish there at Circleville. Started from the rail, got away back, and finished 2nd there to the Town Buckeye. Then last start at Ottawa, made a break. So has had some time off. Maybe something happened, trying to get him back. See, can't get him back to racing.
The 3, Pee Wee McGee, Mickey Holiday, now to drive for Robert Warner. This is a well-said gelding owned out of Greenville, Tyrone Rodriguez, who also bred this gelding. 2 lifetime starts, another one that's made a few $100s. Unfortunately, hasn't hit the board, but we've had 2 fourth-place finishes. Last go out, unfortunately, he did make a break behind the gate. But first start was at Wilmington and paced that mile in 2:02 and 2.
The 4, Raymond L., Hank Levan, trains and drives for Levan Stables, and Megan Levan, summa cum laude geldings, had 4 starts. Coming off third place finish over at Piketon, pacing over their 2-4 and some change over there. Before that, had a few 6th place finishes.
Rounding out the field, cheers to you. Jeff Nysonger trains and drives this Catch the Fire. 5 lifetime starts with 2 wins, 1 third, and 1. Wow, numbers and letters. 2 wins, 1 second, and 1 third place finish. $5,600 on the card. Last go was at Lebanon, was third in 2 minutes flat. Do want to mention, start before that though, was in the Buckeye Stallion Series. Northfield Park was in the money, was 5th in the BSS and won 58-1. Even before that, a qualifier at Toyota, we won 57-1. So there is pace to be found.
Yes.
For him.
Is that tote board correct?
I can't even see the tote board. Oh, uncovered except for the 5.
Yeah.
$2 bet.
Wow.
Our crowd isn't that thin.
I didn't think so, but that sun's got to be a bear for Doug to see.
Yeah, I can assume so. But we are moving into position, top of the stretch for race 15. The penultimate. I haven't said that yet.
No, you
The
haven't.
penultimate. Race 15. We've got just one more to bring you after this. But first, let's round it out with our 2-year-old Colt Pacers.
And they're off. You should be dancing goes right out to the front on the outside. Cheers to you. Field into the turn. Pee Wee McGee comes out in third, racing fourth. Raymond L., the early treader. Do a little Yankee. Across the backside for the first time. Jason Beatty and You Should Be Dancing shows the way. Right there, second is Cheers to You with Jeff Nysonger. Racing third, Pee Wee McGee, Mickey Holiday. Racing fourth, Hank Levan with Raymond L. and trading the field, Do a Little Yankee and Doc Holliday by the opening quarter. By the quarter and 31 4/5 as they circle the turn. You Should Be Dancing, a 2-year-old chestnut, but Dancing Yankee shows the way. Racing second, Cheers to You. Pee Wee McGee third. Raymond L. fourth. Do a Little Yankee trails. Into the lane first time. They pass the stands and come to the half. And Jason Beatty and You Should Be Dancing has the lead. Cheers to You is locked in. He's getting a trip second. Pee Wee McGee's first up. Racing fourth, Raymond L. Racing fifth. Do a Little Yankee at the half. 102 3/5. They're on to the 5/8. And with the lead, You Should Be Dancing and will guide him to the backside. Pee Wee McGee, the outside second. Cheers to You third. Raymond L. fourth. Do a Little Yankee continues to trail the field. Cross the backside with the final time to the 3/4. You Should Be Dancing with the lead. Long mile for Pee Wee McGee. Nowhere to go. Cheers to You. He'll have to loose out as they race into the turn. Raymond L. and Do a Little Yankee. 3/4 in 1:34 3. At the top of the stretch they come. They're all chasing. You Should Be Dancing. He's got every call. Cheers to You is ready to come to the outside. Raymond L. is next. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. You Should Be Dancing. Cheers to You on the outside. Cutting into that lead of the leader. You Should Be Dancing. You Should Be Dancing is almost home, and You Should Be Dancing took that dance over Cheers to You. 2:04 2/5.
The 1-9 favorite got beat in that one.
Uncovered. For to the $2 win pool.
So Tyler must have figured something out with this one. Jason had
Maybe
a lot of
he likes
confidence.
to be on the front.
Yeah.
Never know with these things this early on.
No.
So Jason Beatty notches another one. That's 3 on the card today. Tyler's first.
Now, where's Tyler train out of now? Is he at Lebanon?
I think so.
Okay.
That sounds familiar, yeah.
I know he came up for our matinee last year, I believe.
Okay.
And Ellen put the 360 camera on his bike for him. And yeah, he was talking about he would love to move up to Washington Courthouse because kind of in the middle of all 3 tracks.
Yeah.
Like, well, right now there was no stalls available. Courthouse
Really?
Yeah, courthouse
Full.
was rented out. Yep. So. Yeah, you got Mark's got 50 head and Brett
Does he
Swartz
really have?
He started out with 50
Why
head.
does he?
I don't know.
Wow. Wow.
Brett Swartz started with about 30.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, we're about to get ran over, though. Completely stopped middle of the track.
Yeah.
T.O. Chestnut, a dancing Yankee out of the Charlie Barley mare, Barley Nation. Back to basics racing, Lebanon, Ohio, Tyler Tinch trains. Jason Beatty gets his 3rd on the card. Mile 204, 2/5. Blanket by Shelby County Fair. Results are official. Number 1, Do a Little Yankee, 5.
All 5, 25.
Number 2, You
40.
Should Be Dancing, the winner. The 3, Pee Wee McGee, 4. 4, Raymond L, 3. Number 5, Cheers to You, 2. Winning time, 2:04, 2/5. 31 and 4, 102 and 3, 134 and 3, 514, 3, 2 on the bottom. 15th and final, up next. Scratch the 1 to Booma. Scratch number 1 to Booma. Roy Wilson to drive the 2. Windy Night. Roy Wilson the 2. Hank Levan drives the 3. Western Ready. Hank Levan the 3. Jason Beatty driving the 6. Rockstar's Virgin. Jason Beatty the 6. Roger Hughes Jr. will drive the 7. Fearlicious. Windy Night. Western Ready. Ants Marching. Legendary Lady. Rockstar's Virgin and Fearlicious. Bring them to the track. 6 of you.
Exacta. All 5, 25-40 return. Official, though, for race 15, the 16th and the finale. Coming up next, scratch down to a field of 6. The free-for-all pace for $1,300. Actually, quite a few changes.
Yeah, there
you
is.
just kind of heard there. The 1 is a scratch. Roy Wilson to drive the 2. Windy Night. Hank Levan on the 3. Western Ready. Jason Beatty on the 6. Rockstar's Virgin. And the 7, Roger Hughes Jr. to drive Fearlicious. I think that's everything I got. Hopefully that's everything I got.
Yep.
So join us back here. One last commercial break. Please and thanks. We'll be right back.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Back here for the finale, the free-for-all pace. Joe Strayer Memorial. You know who Joe Strayer is?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Do you?
Nope.
Oh, I thought you were questioning my youth on me, but I don't know.
No.
Maybe sometimes when we listen to Doug, Doug will introduce the memorial, so we'll have to make sure we pay attention.
Okay. Old Tabooma. He's been around a little bit. Been around a few barns.
So Uriah scratched both of his horses tonight, so I'm not sure if that was a transportation thing as well, or.
He moved out to Greene County, didn't he? Uriah?
Probably.
Or Elson. One of them did.
Oh, I don't know. Now, well, Uriah works for who? Uriah works for somebody at a home track, I think.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. You said that too quick.
Yeah. Now, somebody's got to build a little farm track there outside of Jamestown in Greene County.
Is that?
It's a Miller. I just can't. And yellow and white. Oh, Uriah Miller's black, red, and gray.
But and so Uriah's pretty young. He's a young man. Somebody else just built a. Where does AJ Carlo? He just built a home track, didn't he?
Down in Warren County.
Is that where he's at? So I couldn't remember. I knew he was south of me at least. There's actually quite a few people that have built home tracks in the last post-COVID.
Yeah.
Really, I feel like it's almost exploded. We've got Carlo just opened his up to the public, not a year-ish maybe. Hank Levan's had his for a while. The Rose have a home track. Is it Hitchcock?
Yep.
Hitchcock has one in like South Vienna-ish area, if I'm remembering correctly. There's quite a few people that have popped up and built them. Looks like we've got 4, 5, 5 of the 6 at least on the track, and we're going post parade. We don't care about being
Free
ignored.
for all pace, Shelby County Fair. These are the horses. Number 2, Windy Night, Roy Wilson drives. 3 Western Ready with Hank Levan. Number 4, Ants Marching, Alex Hawk. 5, Legendary Lady with Jeff Nicesonger. Jason Beatty. The 6, Rockstars Virgin. 7, Fairlicious. Roger Hughes Jr. in the Sulky. 8+ on the post parade. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. 3 minutes. Don't be shut out.
He has not, no.
That's all right. Well, everybody has gotten in front of the betting public. We do have $4 in the win pool at least for now. All on the favorite, 1 to 9. You can go take a run. Oh, we bumped it up to 9, people. Bumped it up to 9. Let's go ahead and take a look. As we said, from the rail, we do have a scratch. Tabooma is a scratch. The 2-horse now sliding down. Canley from the rails. Roy Wilson to drive. April Roach trains. Windy Night. This is a 4-year-old gelding by Well Said. He's had a streak of tough luck. He actually is kind of just coming back into racing. He raced over the winter at Miami Valley, gave it a couple of starts at Scioto Downs, and took about a month, 6 weeks or so, 5 or 6 weeks off. Last start was at Scioto Downs in the lowest horse and gelding non-winners of 1,000 last 4, and that was back on July 7th. Still looking for the first seasonal win, but Lifetime has made $23,000. $2,000 that have come this year.
The 3, Western Ready. Hank Levan going to drive now for Scott Ferguson. Toop Stables owns out of New Carlisle, Ohio. 7-year-old gelding, Western Vintage. 20 starts this year. Still hasn't seen the winner's circle yet. Lifetime, 118 starts with 19 wins. Over 246,000. Market 151 flat.
Wow. Ants Marching. If I remember correctly, this was a tough sire stake horse, and I can't remember. Maybe he was a Burke horse. Is this ringing a bell?
Not ringing a bell to me.
I'm sure a few of my listeners remember. Ants Marching. He's made $281,000 lifetime. He's a 6-year-old gelding down by the seaside. Philip Groves trains and owns. Alex Hawk with the drive. 2 wins on the year so far.
Must have been an online purchase because they come from Saratoga. 3rd start in the Philip Groves barn. The 5, Legendary Lady, Jeff Nicesonger aboard for James Cargo. Jasmine Tharp's lease is summa cum laude 3-year-old filly. Did start over in condition race at Lebden. Was back a little ways. Just a ton of qualifiers there. 2, 2, and 1. The best mile there.
Well,
5.
All right, not everybody was out.
Yeah.
Let's say we're pushing it a little too. We're not. Okay. Anyway, if the 6 comes out, I'm trying to. Yeah, it is. That's why they're stressing a little bit. If the 6 comes out, it's going to be Jason Beatty for Rockstars Virgin. Robert Rogan does train and owns a 7-year-old gelding by Always a Virgin. 1 seasonal win. That came 2 back at Bell Fountain in the Signature Series. 58-3 there. Final quarter, 29-4 at Bell Fountain. Looking to actually all over the board. Northfield, Miami Valley, Cider Downs can go pretty consistently around the 53 mark. $130,000 made lifetime. Took a mark last year, 52 flat at Scioto Downs.
And rounding out the field, Fearlicious. Roger Hughes Jr. is now driving for his sister, Michelle Caldwell, who owns and trains the Fear of the Dragon 5-year-old gelding. 9 starts on the year, still hasn't hit the board yet. Last couple starts have been in the Ladies Series at Circleville and Wilmington. Devin Miller drove last start, finishing 5th. Mile and 2 minutes, 1/5. Before that, Michelle drove over there at Circleville, mile and 2/4 and some change.
I'm going to assume we're going to go right to the gate now. I'm going to say it truly, and we've got a tree line. I'm sure you guys can pick it up. In that final turn, it will start to get dark quick, but we actually still paced very well. We were done with 16, like just after 8:30. I think we got out of here, Chris. By the time we packed up, like 9:15 or so. So we still made good time, but I didn't realize once that sun got behind that tree line that it was going to get dark as quick as it did.
I can't see. I've been staring at the sun now. I got a big spot.
Scratch down to a field of 6. Technically, we will still have 2 trailers, though. You can move down, but you cannot move up. 6 and 7 will still start from that second tier. $1,300, the free-for-all pace.
1-9 favorite, Ants Marching. Hometown crowd favorite.
I'm going to look if anybody's answered. He was a wicked sire stake horse. I mean, he's a high-bred down by the seaside. If anybody remembers this horse. Anybody?
Here they come. They're off and pacing for the lead. Western Ready. Ants Marching on the outside. Alex Hawk wants the front end. Windy Night on the inside comes out in 3rd. Racing for the Rockstars Virgin into the turn 5th. Fearlicious and on the outside, trailing the field. Legendary Lady. Down the backside they go. On top of the field and showing away. Ants Marching. Alex Hawk. Western Ready 2nd. 3rd Windy Night. 4th is Rockstars Virgin. Racing 5th as they race into the turn. Fearlicious trailing the field 6th. Legendary Lady by the opening quarter and even 30 seconds. Ants Marching's loose on the front end, leads up at 3.5. Western Ready is next. Then it's Windy Night racing for the Rockstars Virgin. Fearlicious is 5th and trailing up field. Legendary Lady, no movement as yet to go after the leader. Ants Marching racing 2nd. Western Ready, a big gap to Windy Night 3rd. Rockstars Virgin is 4th, racing 5th. Fearlicious and trailing up field. Legendary Lady at half in 58-3. They're 3/8 out, and the leader is Ants Marching. He has them by 3.5. Racing next in 2nd up the backside. Western Ready racing 3rd. Windy Night. Rockstars Virgin's out and on the move. Fearlicious is 2nd to last, and 6th and last is Legendary Lady. They're into the far turn, and the leader is Ants Marching. He'll guide them into the far turn. Ants Marching and Alex Hawk, 3/4, 128-3, and Ants Marching with each and every stride. He's there by 8, 10, 11, and now 12. Western Ready is 2nd. Rockstars Virgin on the outside. They're off the stretcher on their way home. The only question is, how fast will it be? Coming to the line, it's Ants Marching and Alex Hawk. Ants Marching on cruise control. Rockstars Virgin 2nd, Western Ready 3rd, Windy Night 4th. Going to be tight for that 5th place position. 1:58. 1:56.
Oh.
Time 1:56.
1:56.
Wow. 27-2 last quarter.
156 flat, and our winner, Ants Marching.
The 1-9 favorite.
It was semi-right, correct?
Yeah.
I just took a look at USTA, Ants Marching, and I think somebody also caught it for me. Who was it? Somebody said Nancy Tactor, and you are correct. I knew it was it was not an Ohio-based trainer. At least had a little bit. And I thought he was a nice horse. He made, what year am I looking at here?
He's 6 now, so.
Yeah, so his 3-year-old year was his good year. He made almost 180,000 and had a mark at his 3-year-old year in 49 that what's his current lifetime? Yeah, that's still his lifetime mark. I didn't even remember, but he did race in where did I see it? I think I just saw it. He did race in the Breeders' Crown, at least the elimination. I don't think he made the final. And he was in the jug. That's probably why I remember that horse. Very, very random horses will stick out in my brain, obviously.
Yeah.
That was a nice mile, though. I mean, Alex had a ton of horse, and he knew it. He cleared the front and needed to stay there by all means. But Hank there for a second, he was on his back.
Yep.
With Western Ready. That was another nice horse in his what, two and 3-year-old year? That's one that I do remember very well as well.
Yeah. And that was a small purchase, too.
Right.
Yeah. Take it to George Trier Memorial, free-for-all pace. Shelby County Fair, Joe Strayer for many years. Head of the harness racing department here at the Shelby County Fair. The 4, Ants Marching, Philip Grove, Sidney, Ohio, owns and trains. 6-year-old Bay Go to Center down by the seaside of the Rock and Roll Hanover mare. Passionate Beauty, 14th win, the career. Alex Hawk drives the winner. 156 for Ants Marching. Like about the Shelby County Fair. Number 1, Tabuma was scratched. Number 2, Windy Night. 4, 3, Western Ready. 3, 4, Ants Marching, the winner. 5, Legendary Lady 5. 6, Rockstars Virgin 2. 7, Fairlicious 6. 156, 30 seconds, 58 and 3. 128 and 3. Top down, scratch 4, 3, 152, 6 on the bottom. Well, that wraps it up for the harness racing season at the 2026 Shelby County Fair.
Well, Doug stole our thunder just a little bit there. We're going to take a few days off from the county fair circuit. Make sure you join us. We did move post time up, I believe, to 5 p.m. to the Summit County, Northfield Park, because that one's always going to go late. There's always a lot of horses that drop into it. I'm not sure the talent, but make sure you join us back here 5 p.m. on Saturday. If you got nothing else to do, Scioto Downs is going to have a great weekend of racing, and join us on location at Scioto for the Ohio State Fair Stake. We got a lot going on that night, so make sure you head on out.
All right. Well, for Chris Santa Catarina, Ashley Daly Shell.
Daily. Yeah, just go by
okay.
Daily.
Jeremy Moore here. We'll see you next time. We're going to take the bridles off and head home ourselves.